Peace, peace, peace. Grand rising and peace and paradise to all the American Aborigines and Aborigines all around the world. Peace to all the righteous people, man. The truth is in the building. Hey, man, let me see what we got first in the building. I think we're seeing the brother Django Holmes first in the building, man. He said grand rising. Shout out to you, brother. Chief Kokomo, Oseo. So let's get it. Absolutely, let's get it. Chief Smoke, arrows up. Mr. Aboriginal Smith, peace to the God. Omega Red, Peach King. First Empress in the building, Miss Michelle Norton. Peace, Empress. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. We got my brother, Mr. Brooklyn, aka Aboriginal King, is in the building. Peace and love to all American Aborigines gonna be tuning in later, man. Y'all see the title, man. Let me talk my shit. You know what I mean? That's what I do best, man. Talk shit and swallow spit. But at the same time, man, we like to put, don't put a little, put information, call it, saying don't make the information so boring. So you put a little entertainment with it, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we got going on, man. We got Hyena Chief is in the building, OCO, Fables, Peace, Captain America's in the building. Shout out to Captain America. And yeah, man, we're gonna address a lot of things, y'all. Speaking of that too, some things that it's just my reaction video, and I would love to show some clips from Cannon class. But if you guys haven't seen it, I posted it in the community. Go check it out, man. Shout out to Nick Cannon. Um, this is a brother who's successful. You know what I'm saying? But people, you don't know where he came from. He did come from the bottom. He did come from the projects. He came from, negative situations or whatever. And he put his mind to it to, like a lot of people might say, square up. And, but we'll get into this conversation. Yeah. N. Jones is in the building. Peace, Empress. Sabur. Peace, King. 1315 Mo is in the building. And I would like to shout out good people over there at 2 a.m. So be on the lookout for 2 a.m. Apparel coming soon, y'all. So y'all gonna see outside, man. We just did a partnership deal with 2 a.m. y'all. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Saab, Supreme Chief Holiday, the 2 a.m. partnership. So shout out to 2 a.m. y'all. Yeah, man. So we're talking about Nick Cannon. Shout out to Nick Cannon, man. Very successful brother for a while and now. Movies, y'all seen him in Drumline. Very talented brother. He raps, writes, produce, you know what I'm saying? But not only all the hard work that the brother puts in, right, it's made him successful. You know what I'm saying? Monetarily wise, you know what I'm saying? And you see him on, on these different networks, you know what I'm saying, that are ran by certain people. And Nick is like a lot of people would like to say conscious. He wears turbans. He's on NBC with a glitter turban on. Like, I mean, just going hard, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that is putting on for the culture. No matter what we're saying, that he's wearing that crown. You can call it a turban. You can call it whatever you're doing. He's putting the culture where he don't have to. He said something that was interesting in the conversation with Professor Griff. I'm gonna get to Professor Griff, y'all. But I wanted to give y'all some context what we're talking about. Nick Cannon could do a lot of like what other people do, right? Get theirs and go about their business. Don't necessarily have to take the risk that he takes. You know what I'm saying? He said something that he would pass on money or he would get passed up on money or whatever, but he would do something on his own and get that back. And I think that's what we got to take examples of when you see greatness, and you got to salute greatness. So I salute Nick Cannon and his greatness. It's a young man, y'all. It's a young man. He's already accomplished so much. And I don't think he gets credit as much as he should get credit for the things he has and protect the real ones. So I know a lot of people like to talk about the Illuminati, like to talk about all this little spooky shit or whatever. And I think that's by design, y'all. Like I said, we're gonna get into Professor Griff. I get into the build, y'all. I don't have to tell y'all, man. Y'all know what Professor Griff means to the culture, means to not only hip hop culture, but and hip hop is American culture. But he is a living legend. He's an icon. You know what I'm saying? A mentor, a teacher. You know what I'm saying? To a lot of us. You know what I mean? Um, and so it's not it. So for Nick Cannon to put Serious Minds, which is Professor Griff's company, right? Shout out to Serious Minds, shout out to Professor Griff, um, on his platform, right? You know, it's taking risk because now you're putting somebody on there that has, the history of Public Enemy, right? And a lot of you guys don't know the history of Public Enemy. Professor Griff was in Public Enemy. He wasn't the upfront guy. You had Chuck D, had Flavor Flav. They was an upfront guy, but he was a guy that had the S1Ws. If you guys remember that, to see them drilling behind these guys while they was, you know, pushing the political envelope at the time. You know what I'm saying? He was behind a lot of those songs, behind the essence of what Public Enemy was about, right? There were some teachings. There was a book that came out, Secret Relationship Between um, Blacks and Jews, right? And they talk about the historical relationship and all the funding and all the things that they have done to a lot of our so-called heroes, right? And so a lot of that stuff had been exposed. So Griff, I guess, had that conversation with the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, for instance, if we were all in a group, like, say, we in the basement making music and we having conversation, right? Then we all have this understanding. We pass this book around each other. We have the understanding, and we leave there, and right, and one of us have a conversation with somebody, right, and get called out, and then the rest of the people in the group act like, oh, I don't know nothing about what he's talking about, right? I feel like, and I, man, it was just like we just knew. Most people only see uh, Chuck D, Flavor Flav, maybe Terminator X, but they overlook the contribution to hip hop, right? What Professor Griff brought to the table. Hey, we got 2 a.m. in the building. Like I said, pop. Oh, yeah, I think we're having technical difficulties. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, y'all. Trying to get it together around here. We got 2 a.m. in the building. Hey, so yeah, if you could share the screen, we just get into this intro song, y'all. Just want to come on and talk my shit real fast. And then we get back into this build. Into the build, which is the interview that Professor Griff had with Nick Cannon in class. Shout out to you in the chat room while we get to get yeah, in the building. That's fellas up, try wise. Can I get some ones if y'all can hear me? Get some ones. Ones. Anybody? We still got twos. All the way silent. Says testing. Mic check. Says I'm good over here, y'all. I get some ones. Anybody? Anybody got ones? No ones. Still twos. Let me turn this. Okay, we got ones now. All right, peace, everybody. Hey, yeah. If you can put the screen up, I can share the screen and we can get into that, and we get into this bill. If not, I'm just gonna get into the bill.
I really don't know how to do this.
Yeah, you got to tap on the share screen down at the bottom of the screen.
I am, sir.
Tap it again. It's not popping up. Yeah, I think it's a step. Okay, here we go. We got it on here now. All right, so let's just get into this record, y'all. Hey, H-State, Band Runners. One of the members, Mill in the building. Let's go. Let me talk my shit. Shout out to Work Nation Media. Tell you, everybody. We're in the building, Arkansas. Stay away. When, like I said, salute the hip hop, man, and this is good hip hop right here. Let me.
Stutter, my brother, what's happening? Let me talk my shit, talk my shit. Let me talk my shit, talk my shit. Let me talk my shit, hey. Let me talk my shit, hey. Let me talk my shit, hey. Let me talk my shit, talk my shit. 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 Let me talk my shit, hey. Let me talk my shit. Yeah. Smooth big nigga, no bitch. Yeah. I got the guap in the fit. Yeah. Bear on the game with lit. Let me talk my shit. Smooth big nigga, no bitch. I got the guap in the fit. Bear on the game with lit. I might just fuck on your bitch. Yeah. She might just fuck on the clip. Yeah. Cause the bitch know we the shit. Yeah. Cause the bitch know that we lit. Every year I'm off your clan shit. Fuck all the fame trying to run up the bands quick. Pops told me that money talking like that's why these niggas ain't saying shit. I hated being in the stand, but I had to spectate some shit. I paid attention like a fan. But now I'm on next in this bitch. Money on stretch in this bitch. Got green like Shrek in this bitch. Arms up, flex in this bitch. DJ Khaled best in this bitch. All the Marvin get on the list. Nike symbol tech me a bitch. Crash dummy wreck me a bitch. Full clip on deck in this bitch. Armor strikes a long time ago. She think I'm a rep in this bitch. Headshot, red dot. You need the best in this bitch. Sick of mama get me a bitch. Foul play the tech in this bitch. Aiming I'ma wet me a bitch. Zoom out, jet in the bitch. 421 roll up the dough. Bill gon' pull me up a four. Easter pink pour a little more. They gon' have to get me off the flow before they hit the liquor store. Godvilla open up the yo. Styles gon' shoot the video. 5 minute bitch spin flow. Back to back like a replay. Stack bread stand out the way. My little nigga shooting broad day. Roll with sticks like a relay. Different pressure, they won't hesitate. Send a nigga up the heaven gates. Keep your grass cut, look snake. Cause it might be a nigga in your face. Applying pressure just a little more. Hood nigga good where I go. Draco with the wood on the floor. Safe with that hood for the low. All my niggas known for getting it in. Hard body won't fold a bid. Hit the block, might spin again. Free my niggas locked in the pen. Let me talk my shit. 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 Let me talk my shit.
Yeah, band run. Mill, what it do? Mr. LV 421, what it do? Hey man, peace to Arkansas, man. Peace to everybody, man. Peace to America. The truth is in the building. Supreme Chief Holiday is here. Hey, shout out to 2 a.m. Peace to the guys. Hey man, we're in the building, y'all. Like I said, man, if you guys haven't checked out the video Cannon class with Nick Cannon, interview with Professor Griff. Like I said, it was a great interview, y'all. We're just gonna kind of give my take on some of the stuff that was said in the video. Like I said, I always, like I said, with all due respect to anything, man, like I said, it's about building. So it's never about debating, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you have learned something from somebody, so there's always ways to approach people, especially if you don't agree with everything they're saying or something. So that's a part of us building, right? So, like I said, they've talked about the history, about leaving Public Enemy and stuff like that or whatever. And you guys, they got movies about that stuff or whatever. You can go back and watch all that. But what I wanted to address was, right, for me, right, it's terminology is key to everything, right? And I've spoke to Griff behind the scenes, stuff like on the phone, so I know him, you know what I mean? And we spoke about being Blackfoot, things of that nature, whatever. But we never had the conversation about being Native Americans, and that was something that he spoke on, and he said that he was Blackfoot on his father's side, and that he was Native American, right? But like we spoke on last show, Fuck Off Friday, right? We talk about what Native American, how that's a social construct, just like African American, that was, was constructed, right, for social, political, economic power for somebody. So when he's dropping jewels or whatever, like y'all gotta understand, you could be dropping the science and it's there, but a lot of times if you're still attached to a lot of the colonized mindsets of kind of like the programming that goes with it, you know what I'm saying? So even if Professor Griff knows that we're the original man, right? He knows that we were here before, like he said, before Christopher Columbus and those guys, right? He still thinks that we came from Africa. Now, that concept, Griff, comes from the out of Africa hypotheses that goes along with the Darwin, right? So when you're going against the system of eugenics, you brought that term up. Nick said, ooh, right? So that term is not talked about enough. Caste system is never talked about. That is never brought up, right? And we're going to talk about that today because I think that's very important for us to tap into the actual, like if we were doctors, right? And some of us are, and we had a diagnosis, right? We know what the diagnosis is, right? Right, there you go, right? And a lot of terminologies and stuff that we're, as a doctors, chief surgeon walks in and says, oh yeah, you guys have a false diagnosis right here, and this is why. Here's, like, you're gonna look at the documentation, you're gonna look at the charts, and you're gonna say on the charts, right? They're saying the wrong terminology on this chart. Okay, so as a chief master surgeon coming in, right, dissecting this conversation, right, and it's a wrong diagnosis. Okay, and from that you can't get a um, a remedy. Most doctors anyway are not there to solve the problems anyway. They're to prescribe you medicine, right? You understand? They're not there to fix or to cure you, right? The key to us doing this work is to cure, to solve the fucking problem, right? We know there's a fucking disease right here. We understand the system. We understand what happened, right? So if we have a false diagnosis, we're treating the wrong things. We're prescribing the wrong treatments for the ailments that we have. And I feel like because of the terminologies, right, written on this paper, here we go, right? Black, Native American, African, right? Now, they discuss these things, right? Y'all right there, Nick. You right there, Griff. You right there. This is our land. We've been here, right? I left a comment. I think somebody over there liked the comment. I don't know if it's Nick personally. So salute to y'all over there at Cannon Class, man. Nick Cannon Industries, whatever you got going on, bro. Like I said, salute to you, bro. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back here. So when we're talking about this terminology, diagnosis, wrong treatments for this ailment that, even what they're calling the disease, they're still saying white supremacy. It's not none of these things. Griff, Nick knows, I think Nick brought it up, that Africa was named by Europeans and that Europe was named by Africans. I think that's kind of crazy how you could think about that, right? What was the people who named Europe? If they wasn't called Africans, what were they called? So when we're talking terminology, everything matters when we're having these conversations. So if these people weren't called Africans, then who are you identifying yourself to? If you know this is your land, this is your home, this is where your people come from. So if these terminology that we're using, right, are false, they're wrong. It's wrong diagnosis, wrong terminology, things that we're saying. The disease is even called something wrong. You're calling it white supremacy. You're identifying yourself as Blackfoot as being a Native American, right? These are terminologies, these are social political constructs, just like black, just like white. Like we were speaking to the sister on, shout out to Deity, like I said, love the energy, man. I remember when I was young, dumb and full of dumb, right? I didn't I didn't just run down, didn't have no filter, you know what I'm saying? And I burnt a lot of bridges. I alienated a lot of things. Whereas, it could have, instead of using a blunt force, you might need a scalpel, might need to be a little bit more, finesse this thing a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people say, this is chess. A lot of times people are playing checkers and they don't even know how to play chess. Right? And so sometimes conversations are needed for certain time periods, some things, whatever. And I get it. I'm not here to stop nobody's energy or nothing like that. I'm just saying that we're trying to figure out how to bring our people together, as opposed to bringing our bring our people apart. You know what I'm saying? And that's the main thing. You know what I'm saying? So how we approach each other, how we how we talk to each other all these words matter, right? So back to Nick Cannon's conversation with Professor Griff, right? Now they talked about the Illuminati, right? Okay, they understand about Zionism, they understand about certain things. Well, okay, well, who writes the curriculums? Who writes the books? Who edits? Who are the who owns the print houses for these, things? Who owns the media? So the things that Griff teaches on, as far as him having been an insider in the actual hip hop business and the things that go on in the hip hop business or whatever, he has exposed a lot of that stuff, right? So like I said, for Nick to have him on there and for Griff to take that position and things like that, or whatever, like I said, it's big, but you have to be able to tie all these things together. It's just not entertainment. It's just not entertainment. It is also the educational system. Everybody knows it's the spiritual houses, the religious, like every walk of life. They talk about Dr. Francis Quest Wilson. They talk about the ISIS papers, whatever, right? They told, if you haven't read the ISIS papers, whatever, please go get that book, however you can find it, research it, right? There's a lot of truth there. It's a foundational brick of Chief Holiday. You know what I'm saying? It was a pathway to my consciousness, right? We talk about genetic annihilation and things of that nature, whatever, right? So if something is genetically inferior to you, then that means it is okay. I feel like this got to be the last year for white supremacy, right? If something is genetically inferior to you, then it is a degenerate to you. It's not supreme to you. It's not supremacy. It's not superior to you. It is inferior to you. Okay? We have to call this system a degenerate system. It is degeneracy. So when you're having these conversations, like I said, we're destroying the caste system. So we got to take black, we got to take white, we got to take these things and put them in a box, because we give people, right, empowerment when we give them words over us, right? Now, Nick said something that was interesting. I say this all the time. We need to start writing our own books then, because if these books matter, Noah Webster, a spellcaster, a wizard, a fucking whatever you want to call these guys or whatever, right? He put a spells down, spelling, books, spells, right? It creates books, words create realities. Okay? So when we having conversations as gods, right? We have to understand the programming. Y'all, there's a programming that comes with these words: black, white, right? Slave, African. They brought us here. They hit us over there and brought us here. Well, who was here before that, Griff? Who are these bones in the ground? Who built all these structures? I don't want to say pyramids no more, y'all. We're saying structures. We didn't name them pyramids. That was words. Once again, they create the paradigm when they create the words. Okay? This is what we're talking about. So I'm trying to figure out, once again, like I said, with all love and all respect, this is the work, y'all. This is the build. We're seeing these guys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Professor Phil Valentine. I call him Dr. Phil Valentine. You know what I'm saying? This is the real Dr. Phil. You know what I'm saying? Aboriginal, tapping into your Aboriginal classification. It's just a classification, right? When we even look up the terminology of American, Nick, Griff, Aboriginals in there. Griff said something that was interesting, right? Once again, I was there, right? I was there. I was there thinking that somebody that would be a proud American. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Shit. So I don't know if you guys can hear me. No, hold on, I'm trying to go back to it. Damn it. So I'm back, y'all. So when we talking about words and we're talking about words magic, word spells and things of that nature, right? These people are casting these words, they're saying certain things and we're regurgitating them and we're still empowering them. You guys believe in numerology, you guys believe in certain things, right? So when Griff said that he wasn't like when Nick asked him, was he proud to be an American and stuff, he was like, nah, I used to think the same way, that being American was for coons. Okay. I I even had that conversation with myself, you know what I'm saying? Um, goddamn, nigga, you want to be an American? You sound like a coon right now. You know what I mean? Like I'm really having these conversations with myself when I'm researching this, and it's right under your nose. It's right there. So they have came here from Europe and swapped places with us by marketing. Okay, by you, even though you go fight for them and do all these things or whatever under this flag, you still come home to a social a social, this all social, not legal. It wasn't like you came home to legal stuff or whatever. You came home to social things. And we would hear about soldiers, coming home and getting lynched or, lynching and all these things were all acts of terror. Let's call them what it is. Let's stop playing games with what we're talking about. So going back to Griff saying he's not proud to be an American, you know what I mean? When he knows that African is a created construct, right? Blackfoot is a created construct. These are created constructs. These are created constructs for social, political, economic power for these people. So that's what we have to understand. We got to stop playing with these terms. So when we're saying certain terminologies, whatever, if a lot of times people say, well, why are they allowing certain people to keep saying stuff and doing stuff? Because one, they create a controlled opposition class. As long as they can control it, they'll allow you to continue to say whatever you want, um, the narrative that they want you to continue to push, that's a part of the controlled opposition class. Now, I'm not saying that neither one of these brothers are controlled opposition, because like I said, they have been working, behind the scenes, for a long periods of time, y'all, and working together, and it's about coming together. So I don't care what you did, what you didn't do, Michael Jordan or whoever, 20 years ago, whatever, right now, what can you do now with your platforms, with your resources and things, But what I do like to see is that you guys all coming together, that you guys all starting to work together. That's something that we have to start seeing more of, and we got to support that. And we got to stop with all this Illuminati stuff or whatever. Now, I'm not saying that these guys aren't a part of any groups or any little secret societies and stuff like that, whatever. It doesn't matter at this point. Like, we got to stop having those conversations, because we still support these people that are supposed to be baby drinkers and all this other stuff. We still support their bullshit. So we got to talk about that, y'all. Hold on one second. Oh yeah, I'm back. Hold on one second. We got natural life going on over here, y'all. Hold on one second. So, like I was saying though, when we're talking about terminologies and we're talking about um, these words have meaning, words have spells, words have magic, and words create realities. So when we're talking these words, when people know for a fact that people are already here, so we have to start having those conversations. Well, how long have we been here, right? But we have hundreds of thousands of structures that they found. What about the stuff they haven't discovered yet? You know what I'm saying? We have the actual bones in the ground of our ancestors. And they talk around it and they use words. They use words to misdirect us from our stuff, from our ancestors, from our power. Our power is tapping into this land, tapping into our Aboriginal classifications. It is not a race of people. It's a classification. It only means the first inhabitant. There's a reason why we're using this term. Okay, there's legal ramifications behind it. Okay, you could be in your feelings about anything else when we're talking about winning, when we're talking about moving the ball closer to the goal line to score touchdowns. You have to score touchdowns to win. We're trying to win the chip. What is the chip? What would be the ultimate goal of what we're trying to do? See what I'm saying? So when we having these conversations, I'm like, okay, well, what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Are we gonna continue to have the same conversations, the same, just going in a circle with the information and never saying, okay, well, what's the solutions to these problems? Like I said before, the words that coming, the vibrational pitches, the things that come out of our mouths, the things that we're saying have direct consequences to okay, if we're diagnosing the thing wrong and we have a wrong diagnosis, right? We're diagnosing the sickness. Here's the sickness. It's wrong. We're blaming this and we're focusing on these things, right? We're not focused on the real thing because it has a wrong diagnosis. The verbiage is wrong. Everything is wrong. The treatment how we're treating it is wrong. Okay, and we're never getting to the ultimate goal is to fix, right? There's not one solution. There's solutions but the ultimate goal is to fix it, right? So we have a false narrative of the historical document, the historical depiction of how we got here, who we are. All these terms, all these things matter. So when we're talking about somebody hit us over the head and brought us here, immediately you put us in a role of losers who were so weak that they couldn't stop these people from hitting us over the head, bringing us over here. Then we got over here, we were so weak that we just forgot everything African. Okay? I understand that the greats came and gave us some great information, but we're in a new time to where I would agree that the greats would say, yeah, we have way more information than they had back in the days or whatever. And I'm sure that if they were really for the people, they would come back and tell the truth, not only about what their great grandmother told them, right? Right? Shout out to Melchizedek, the God, the priest, Melchizedek. You know what I'm saying? Salute him. I can't wait to interview that brother. Got a wealth of knowledge too, y'all. Yeah, we got y'all. This shit is weird. We got a lot going on. Yeah, so that's the thing, man. When we're talking about the information, you know what I'm saying? This term Aboriginal, we are the Aborigines to America, right? That's a thing. That's a real thing. That conversation is part of the correct diagnosis, right? When we're saying and we're attaching ourselves to the social constructs, we're attaching ourselves to social Darwinism, we're attaching ourselves, we know eugenics occurs, right? So if something that you're teaching comes from the eugenic tree, okay. So these terms, these words, right? They're what I want to say, like I said, when we're pushing the same terminology, we're pushing the same stuff, you know, if you can have good intentions, right? But the things that you're teaching is a part of the eugenic tree, right? Here's the eugenic tree, right? You got Margaret Sanger on it. You got Planned Parenthood on it, right? Then you got people that say they woke, but then they support Planned Parenthood. You got people that say they woke, but they're pushing the out of Africa hypotheses that's attached to the Darwinist theories. That's attached to, you know what I'm saying? Eugenics. That's how this works. So if something that you're teaching, right? And we proved this a million times that the out of Africa hypotheses, right, is attached to the theory of evolution, right? Now none of these are facts, right? And social Darwinism is what you're a part of. You can't be, man couldn't have evolved in China, right? Think about what I'm saying, and then come out of Africa. That doesn't make sense, right? So when we're talking about the out of Africa hypotheses, we know that Africa is a social political term, right? So Griff said that when these Europeans, the colonizers, right, the pale Europeans, went to everywhere on the planet, they met Aborigines. He didn't say Aborigines, he said black people that would greeted them with open arms. Well, ask the Sentinelese that. They'll pin cushion your ass, you know what I'm saying? But point being is though, right, that they found Aborigines, they found copper colored people, every variations of brown when they got there, from dark brown, so, right? So you find these different variations of brown people when you got there, whatever. Then you set up this caste system. You plant your seed into them, right? So another thing that they like to say, and that is absolutely false, okay? It's false. Not saying that rapes did not occur, okay? But you cannot gain power. If you go to a land and you just rape people, right? You have these bastard children. Those children are not attaching to the land in any type of way. You have to get their married people, married to the tribes, whatever. That's what happened, right? And they set up the caste systems, start honoring Europe and things like that. So when you see some of the caste system working in 2020 in Mexico, for instance, right? When you have the so-called Afro-Latinos, the Afro-Mexicans, Afro only means natural, the first inhabitants, the descendants of Naya, Luzia, these people, our ancestors, right? These people are being treated worse because they're not like, right? Like the Europeans who came over and set up the mestizo system, set up the caste system. This has to be talked about. This is a problem. So when you see paler people or lighter people participating in the caste system, right? And you help them and you participate with them, you all upholding the caste system. We have to destroy the caste system. So even if you're a lighter person, right? Like once again, when we're speaking to the sister about this caste system, I asked her, when you're talking to the pale man, can you take white? Would you think that would be taking power from them? It would if that's a social political construct that they're using against you. White is right, okay? White is good. Black is bad, okay? This is word magic because you believe it. Now, they said that, we should change black to God. I used to say that too. But no matter what, because this psychological warfare has been happening for so long, it would take us another 200 years just to get out of that mindset. So it's too much. Why do that? Why not give it back to them? It's only a couple of generations old, if that. Why not give certain stuff back to people? At least socially start giving it back to them. Because, like I said, I don't have a problem with black. I don't have a problem with empowerment, right? But what I do have a problem with is the psychological warfare that is continuously being waged against us by our own people. Now, they spoke on that, but they come from a perspective of that it's the it's the brother that wants to kill him, rob him, right? Those are only symptoms of the disease, okay? Not, and we gotta work internally first to purge ourselves of this disease. But we gotta call it what it is. It's degeneracy. Don't call it supremacy. Once again, those are problems, right? And that's not even number one. Number one is that we are home. This is our land. That has to be the conversation from this point on. That's important because now you're the landlords. You have a different mindset about the land that you're standing on. If you are a refugee that had got hit over the head, you're descendants of the people that got hit over the head and came over here that mixed with the Native Americans, right? And that's the reason why you part Native American. That is false, right? That's not a real teaching. So I will be gone, Negro, and we're gonna have this conversation because that has to be corrected. That's not right and exact. If we was here before them, we were here before black food was created. We was here before all of these things were created, bro, by the colonizer. We have to be careful with these books. We have to be careful with the things that we're saying out our mouths, and when we're describing ourselves, and we're describing our ancestors and where they came from, who we are, all this other stuff, because we're going with the script, the play that was given to us by these people. Okay. Shout out to Ahanu L. Y'all be on the lookout for Culture Freedom. I know you don't want to talk about it, but it's important that this movie gets done. Y'all support us, support the brother. It's important that this movie gets done because our people are visual people. We have to see these things. We have to hear these conversations. That's why it was important for me to do this, because Griff is a legend. Nick Cannon is a legend. These are powerful men, major platform. Nick's a major platform. Imagine he started telling people we're home. Hey, now Nick, that right there might get you put the fuck off Nickelodeon, nigga. They gonna like Nickelodeon, fuck you. Wild out your ass over there. You get on here telling these people that we home, this our land. But that's a part of the these conversations have to happen. They both read Dr. Ivan Van Sertima. They came before Columbus. That's why he said that we was here before Christopher Columbus. They both read it. I know they read it. Okay, so we gotta to re-engineer these things. You know what I'm saying? We gotta re-engineer these things, these systems, these things that have been put in, spoon-fed to us all our lives. Right? We were born into these systems, so we have to purge ourselves of these terminologies, these ideologies that were given to us. That you know what I'm saying, that this whole thing, they spoke on slavery a little bit. He spoke on, you know, and like I said, that's another thing that you know, that's that wall, that a myth of slavery is coming down. People are really questioning stuff. People are really looking into it and asking real questions, because one, they're looking into their own personal family, and they're not finding this thing, that this whole chattel slavery hit over the head from Africa. People are really tapping into their lineage and finding that they're from this land. That's how that works. See, when they're playing, the devil is doing all these things or whatever, right? Guess what? The ancestors, the creator, the positive is working as well. So when all this negative is going on, you got to understand there's a flip side to that. You can't have just all good. You can't have just negatives. That's the duality of it. So you got to embrace the negative side as well. But this is the real history. They're telling us fake shit, and we're living on these fake lies. Savalas McDaniel, peace. Paul Hardrick, African Africa is a name given to that continent by Pale. Yeah, man, I think it's crazy. Kirk Washington Jr. is in the building. Oseo, El Boogie. We got Raider Nation is in the building. Peace, sis. Bubbly's in the building. Funky Town, Aboriginal TV. Man, let me put this link in the chat room for my brother. I just seen that post before I went live app. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to you about that. I'm glad you're in the building, because I was going to address that, man. You know, in this, man, you know, like I said, man, we already told you, Kobe, both your jerseys are already, the 2 spots is waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? For both your jerseys. in the rafters. Sometimes, bro, you gotta take a little time off, man, to recalibrate, regroup. I do it a lot, but I kind of know how to jump out the rabbit hole. You know, you're in a rabbit hole, or you locked in. Sometimes you got to do things, step away from it mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes even when you step away from it, you with your family, you're still thinking about this shit. So you got to figure out how to step away from it. And also, you must be doing something if they talking about you. So let the haters talk, man. That's their job. Hi, haters. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no haters, man. You ain't doing nothing. Hey, Original One, OCO. We got Grassroots Truth is in the building. Said peace and balance by any means necessary. I put the necessary on there, but definitely by any means necessary. You heard? Uni One, piece of the God, Camp Powhatan is in the building. OCO, Morris Lives Matter, y'all. Okay, that's what's up. Omega is in the building. OCO. Hey, yeah, peace to everybody, man. Like I said, I'm gonna put the link in the chat room. We're gonna talk about this. Like I said, I want to talk to my brother Aboriginal TV, man. Like I said, man, pace yourself, bro. It ain't gonna. This took a long time to get us in this condition. Okay, I don't have to agree with everything. Oh yeah, neighbors. So if we support each other more, y'all, right? And like other communities support themselves, each other, and they do the things that they do. You know what I'm saying? They support each other's restaurants, they support each other's business, they support each other music. You know what I mean? So I was having a conversation earlier this morning with one of my neighbors, this pale lady, and she said she's been passing as a pale lady, and she was Native American. She was Indian. She didn't say Native American. She literally said Indian. She said she was Oneida, right? And I was like, okay, yeah, that's what's up. I told her, and I had to speak to her terminology, right? What she was saying. So I said Choctaw, right? Chata. So she could kind of understand her terminology. Once again, if I'd have got to talking about Aboriginal, I had to work that in the conversation. You understand what I'm saying? But she understood that she had to pass as a pale lady to do certain things in this society, right? Do you see her by her face? You like, oh, that's just a pale old lady. You know what I'm saying? But she understood. She knew the truth too. The truth is what needs to be told and is not being told on these major platforms. Hey, y'all, I got knocked out. I didn't know I was knocked out. Hey, so look, I'm gonna put the link in the chat room, y'all. Hey, so by the way, man, if y'all didn't know, man, so all the YouTubers, I guess when you go online and see StreamYard allows 10 people to come on, y'all. So we can get 9 more people on the link. So that's gonna be interesting, y'all. So let me get the link in here. Hey, good morning, how you? Okay, let's get it. Damn it. Oh, yeah. I don't know why things are taking so long today, folks, but they are. There we go. We're gonna get this information now, no matter what. That's how it's gonna work. No matter what the distractions and everything, man, we got natural life going on over here, y'all. The truth is in the building, but the truth will be told. Shout out to Truth Be Told in the building. We definitely going in. Like I said, we can get 9 more people on here. I want to ask you guys some questions about if you did see the Nick Cannon interview, whatever, with Professor Griff. Like I said, the importance of Professor Griff, the importance of Nick Cannon supporting of us, continually supporting our brothers and sisters, right? It's important. And that's just what it is, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got to continue to do that. And not just on no fan type stuff, but just when they're doing stuff and they're really, really trying, they're really giving back. You know what I'm saying? We got to support that. You know what I'm saying? And really do that. So when you got people like Griff, you got to support him. But like I said, you know, part of the conversation is a part of that. And he puts his phone number out there. He's been putting his phone number out there for years. So he's very accessible. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, check that video out, man. And like I said, we're going to send great vibrations to those brothers. And like I said, man, you know, shit, hopefully y'all see some Aborigines over on the Cannon class dropping science over there, you know what I'm saying? And on 106 in LA on his radio show over there, you know, because once this information, man, it's like it can't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it is. It's like Waka Flocka. This is once people know this. Look at, you ain't heard from Isaiah Thomas since he said we've been here. Y'all see how Shaq is 7'2", super rich. He got money for generations. He don't have to do nothing else, okay? He was hiding behind his motherfucking teacup. When Isaiah say, these brothers here, we've been here. You ain't seen Isaiah Thomas on nothing since. Huh? Because he said we've been here? He stopped himself because he was saying, we had a government, right? Like how y'all think we built all this shit here in America? You think some wild ass motherfucking TP building motherfuckers built all this shit here, built all civilization that niggas is using all over the world? Y'all think that's real? Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all got to wake up, man, and stop with all the bullshit with the terminologies that somebody gave you. And then niggas are looking down on somebody else. I'm better than you because I'm a what? Bro, you niggas suck. Like, real talk. So that's just what it is, man. We're gonna bust your head, man. We're gonna put this knowledge in your shit. But that's what it do, man. We got Al Power in the building. Peace of the God. So we got coming in here. We got Kobe in the building. Got Star Child 817. Funky Town is in the building. Peace of the guys, man. What's up, brothers?
What's happening now?
Same shit, different
Peace, what's
stool,
going
man.
on?
Phenom, what it do, bro?
Hey man, same shit, different toilet paper. That's about it. What's going on, family?
Man, it's just, it is what it is, man. We still out here plugging in, man. I had watched that Cannon class with Professor Griff. Have you guys had a chance to check that out yet?
It's hard for me to watch it. I guess I'm just
I saw it on my timeline, but I ain't want to see the shit either, to be completely honest.
Okay, so whoa. So let me ask y'all a question.
Like
okay, let's start there. Like, why did y'all say that? Why didn't y'all want to see this? Be honest, because that's what we're about honesty. Because if we put it out there, maybe somebody see it and then, you know, they'd be like, you know what? They right about that. I don't want that impression of myself. You understand my point? Because I'm gonna definitely call these guys. I'm calling Griff. So, but yeah. Because anything that's said, I'm gonna have to bring it to him. Okay, go ahead.
No, I was saying I don't trust celebrities, bro. I done seen things for 35 years where they come out and say this, but really behind closed doors, they doing this. And so it really don't work out for the betterment of the people. It's basically like they undercover spies for the enemy, bro. And I don't know what that man's intent is. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But it's just hard to trust. It is.
For me personally, I just don't want to hear the same old bullshit over and over and over again. And then if they is gonna say some new shit, it ain't never in the perspective that it's supposed to be in. It's always watered down. They ain't never studied enough. I've seen a whole bunch of people, celebrities, try to get on the internet and teach this information, but they don't go enough for people to really grasp what they're saying. So, I mean, for me personally, until somebody send me something that be like, yo, this nigga went in, I ain't really trying to hear none of these smart dummies talk about the same old information we've been talking about for
Damn
years
it.
and years and years. I mean, that's just
Damn
me
it.
personally.
But do you think it's because we all been there? Like, the Dr. John Henry Clark's, the Dr. Ben information. Like, you understand my point? Like, they were
Right.
just like, we all been there. You know what I mean? And the pride that you get from this information, right? Like, we can't, because remember, the information that we got before that was just slavery. So when you start hearing the information coming from I can see, I understand, because that's where that was the only place I seen, for me, warrior spirit for one, fighting back for two, like, that people that look like us, because of the marketing strategy that they had on us here in America. You understand what I'm saying? That the only people that they showed fighting was them, not us. In the Revolutionary War, the
Right.
Civil War, nigga, do you know I'm from Mississippi? If these motherfuckers would have told me that we was fighting for the South, you can't tell me the slave story. You can't teach this to me. You understand what I'm saying? If we was on the front line, what no motherfucking Native Americans in 1865, Griff? That's 1975.
I think you just explained the other part for me, bro. Like all this vast information right here, and you refuse to step outside of this box and learn the rest of the information. It's like you only concerned with this part because this is the part that you were programmed to be concerned with. And that's not healthy. And they don't understand that, bro, a lot of times. I know that, like, you'll see individuals like them arguing with somebody like you or Ab, and then be like, well, that's just you trying to make a cushion for your emotions. Really, we all from Africa, brother. Everybody from Africa. I'll be like, bro, I don't want to hear that dumb ass shit. I walk into nigga. Man, one dude told me we start painting on a canvas from one brush stroke in one specific area. So why come we can't come from Africa in the same fact? I said, nigga, I don't know. Ask Van Gogh, cuz he took the whole paint can and splashed that bitch on the board, bro. So the whole canvas got wet. So I don't understand why you believe because somebody told you we all came from Africa, that's the place where everybody evolved from. I don't understand why you believe that just because somebody told you that. And I know that many of us come from that mindset, bro, but I mean, damn, it's information out there for you to read past that, and they choose not. It's not that they can't. It's that they choose not to read past that because they felt like they read the right shit. Like you just said, they found a warrior class of individuals they felt that they could deal with, and all of that, bro. But that's just simply not the truth. It's just not saying that they weren't warriors. All I'm saying is, and this is just being stern, if you know that these niggas are warriors, then you ought to have common sense enough to say, you know what, okay, something wrong here because you're not going to get 12 million warriors on slave ships and bring them to somewhere else. So who was the other niggas that was in this other place? And then you should be like, okay, am I one of them instead of these niggas? And a lot of people don't, especially the celebrities, they won't go there, bro. And it's scary. You don't want to fall.
I mean, but let me ask you a question though. Do you think that is enough information? Is there any books out there? It's not no movies out there. It's just YouTube videos, bro. So I don't know. I don't know if it's on us or them. You understand my point? Yeah, just keeping it real.
YouTube videos go viral, right? Let me ask you this. Have you ever heard your information or something you might have said verbatim anywhere else on YouTube?
Hell yeah.
All right, so that lets you know that even if you don't go viral, right, people see shit. Like if you're in the mindset of learning information, you're gonna come across specific videos that's catered towards that, right? So I just can't believe that when me and you and a couple of others, when we started kicking it back in the day, and we went and started going hard, and really nobody was. This was not mainstream at all, right?
No, now
Nobody.
one thing I gotta say, dude, I
What?
have heard Griff say Dane Calloway's name before, so he has
Yep.
ran across at least a Dane
Exactly. That's
Calloway
my
video.
point, though. You done ran across somebody
Okay,
from the set. You
okay.
ain't.
Talk
It's
to
no
me.
way.
Okay,
It's no way
talk to me.
you came across Dane, right? And you ain't come across A1 Chief
Shout out
Holiday.
to
I
Dane
mean, how
Calloway.
many bills? How many bills we got with Dane? You know, there's no way you ran across this information and did your due diligence to take it a step further and did not run across somebody's information to take it to the next level. Like
Right,
there's
Daggone
but my point is though, but my point is though, shit, Garfield has too. Shout out to Garfield. Unc has too, right? And they parents have literally told them who they are, right? But the point is because of the terminology, right? Just terminology. We're not and agenda that they support. They literally wholeheartedly support Darwin. The nigga wrote a book on evolution, and then came and did I can't believe Unc did this. He actually wrote a book on evolution. He pushes evolution, but then when he did a debate with Black Jesus, he couldn't go with evolution because he know evolution is attached to what Black Jesus is saying. He would have got exposed, so he had to walk away from it. I'm in the chat room like
Damn.
live, like nigga, you know what you just said, nigga. I'm here. I'm watching you, Holmes. Niggas will say anything just to win or try to win a debate. But nigga, you have a
Fact.
book on evolution. Darwin is your master fucking teacher, nigga. Fuck is wrong with y'all, Sir Frank Galton looking ass niggas? So when it fucking Margaret Sanger ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you niggas are, and I don't care what you're saying. And yeah, we want to turn up the heat because at some point, right, the Charlemagne's can't come on here and talk about he's part Native American, Geechee. Motherfucker, what else you know? What other tribe you know of? The Ogeechee River people, nigga. That's it. You don't know nothing else. What are you, Moss Point, motherfucking South Carolina? That's what you know, nigga. Fuck out of here. So
And the
niggas, the
sad
other
part
shit is
is
a story.
they had melanated so-called Indians on the Breakfast Club. And people still don't know what the fuck they talk. They still no, come on, Chief.
Because she
Come on,
pushed
you
that
seen that.
agenda. We did that video. We did that one.
Exactly.
It's a dope
Exactly.
video too. And salute to
We
this,
we already know.
Sister Lone Wolf. LaShonda Lone Wolf. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, beautiful sister, man. Super intelligent, but we need her to come home. Them people are mestizos, meaning that you're the original, they're mixed. Fuck all that. Getting duped. We got to stop playing this game. It's a system called caste system. That needs to be talked about, and eugenics has to be talked about every motherfucking day. Because if it's happening every day and people are dying every day, right? And the only person that's talking about eugenics in the public on a mainstream fucking platform is motherfucking Miss Angela Stanton motherfucking King. Salute to her. We're gonna do a whole build on her Breakfast Club interview. You know what I'm saying? Because she deserves her own fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do a little bit more research on her. But just me seeing her for that first time on Breakfast Club or whatever, I watched the whole thing. Her spirit, whatever. That lets you know somebody that's real, somebody that comes from the fucking mud, been through it, raped from 5 years old. Oh, man, I don't even want to talk to these motherfuckers. Fuck y'all. How about that? This shit is it's so ridiculous, man. How they pay you shields to be gatekeepers, to block growth, to block the truth, my people. And meantime,
Man.
millions of us are dying. Millions. Are you serious? She broke all that down. But I'm gonna get into that because we're gonna have to get into eugenics. We're gonna have to get into Planned Parenthood. We can't just have these sound bites. You know what I'm saying? It ain't enough
Right.
for us to say Joe Biden was motherfucking wrote the fucking crime bill in 1984. I mean 1994. It's not enough for that. Fuck these sound bites. What plan of action do we have? I want to know.
We was
I'm
about
tired of
that
hearing
the
this
other
rhetoric
day.
like yeah, because I was almost like yeah, but some people that I respect, right, in their judgment told me, hey, check out this Nick Cannon and Professor Griff. I wouldn't have looked at it either. I'm just gonna keep it real, Griff. Keep it real, Nick, because I'm going to keep hearing the same stuff too. For me, my spirit, I need more, but it's our duty to bring you niggas up to speed. Okay,
Right.
period.
Well, I'm gonna
Fast.
check
You
it
niggas
out
must
today,
catch up
bro.
fast. Fast.
I'm gonna check it out today. I couldn't. I saw two entertainer niggas, bro, and that's what entertainers do. They entertain bullshit, and I couldn't watch, bro. I couldn't fuck with. Cause I don't want to be lied. I hate to be lied to,
You
bro.
hate being
And
lied to.
I hate for a nigga to play with my mind, bro. Anybody, don't fuck with me like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Facts.
if I find the cause that's real, I'm headlong like a samurai. I'm a ride for you, dog. Don't bullshit me, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't want to be an asshole too. You know what I'm saying? So when I finally start paying attention to grandmama and I stop listening to dumbass niggas that say, well, maybe your grandmama didn't know. Nigga, this woman 5 times my senior. How the fuck she don't know who she is? You know what
Facts.
I'm
Like she
saying? I
didn't know her
stepped out.
grandmama.
Yeah. I'm just like, bro, wait a minute, Pat, you tripping, cuz. What do you mean this woman don't know who the fuck she is, bro? This woman been here way longer than you. She birthed your mama, nigga. What you mean she don't know? What do you mean? And so I had to push them niggas aside. Do you know how hard it is to deprogram, bro?
Hey, let me ask you a question. Why you think niggas' egos make them hard for them to deprogram or what? What do you think it is?
I can tell you what
That
it
shit
is.
hard, bro.
You into psychology. I'm into
That shit
psychology too,
hard, the
right?
motherfucker to self-deprogram, fam.
Because it was for me. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I was the blackest nigga ever. I didn't want to be American no more. They were like African American. I was like, no, just take American off. I'm an African. Motherfuckers talk to me, I'll be like, nigga, I'm an African. I'm an African. Do you know what's happening? I'm an African. I'm an African, right? And that's what it was. I thought the whole planet was Africa. Then I graduated at El Cabalon. This was West El Cabalon. My mind was black, bliggity blacked out, right? I knew I was from here, but I was so indoctrinated in black that anything that I associated with black, right? I thought was African. I thought America was white. Okay, they programmed me to think that America is white, pale, and Europeanized. Okay, and these motherfuckers gave Christopher Columbus a holiday. I'm gonna say this again. These motherfuckers gave Christopher Columbus a holiday because it was important for them to put this oppressive figurehead over us. Now you know they're having a conversation about Mount Rushmore. I think it's very interesting. All that shit need to come down. We need to have a whole new conversation, right? We need to put more new people up on these things. This is what needs to happen, right? But we got to not be duped. You know what I'm saying? That there's I just ask these questions, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's Black Lives Matter when the 1-year-old baby gets killed in Chicago? And the 3-year-old baby, right? Where are they at for those things? They're in Chicago. They got people riding in Chicago over George Floyd, right? When are they going to support that community in Inglewood where this is going on at? When are they going to support that? When are they going to get their boots on the ground for that? When are they going to put those resources into that? So anybody that's pushing Black Lives Matter, you are agents. I'm going to say this again. If you work for Black Lives Matter, you're an agent. Okay? There's no goodness. You might as well go work for, I don't even know what organization. You're working literally for the Eugenics Society. You're working for organizations that are literally working to kill millions of us. They said it's over 60 million now. I heard the sister say, like I said, we're going to get into that bill, but I heard she say that if we want to be the majority, we got to stop killing our people. We're already in the majority, sis. And that's why they're killing us. That's why they're socially killing us. That's why they're economically killing us. That's why we kill each other. We're programmed. We have to deprogram ourselves. And words reprogramming the words, what we call ourselves. That's why I'm focused on peace king, peace queen, peace empress, right? Things to affirm us, to lift us up. You're the greatest. Okay, that's how this works. Okay, and if it wasn't for us, it wasn't for our ancestors, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers be blowing candles out right now. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have none of this shit. So for us, you know what I'm saying, like I said, we are the greatest. So we have to step in our proper place. We have been put to sleep. Okay, they told us a grand story and put us all the way to sleep. People are waking up. I would just like to think that Nick Cannon and Professor Griff are waking up. Griff told me this before to my ear, we're on the phone. He was like, "Yo, all blades of grass don't grow the same." In referencing to me banging on other entertainers, right? Because me going off of signals and cues from him, from the Illuminati stuff, with him being in the entertainment business, just like I've been in entertainment and seeing all the weird stuff that we've seen. I'm banging. He's like, all blades of grass don't grow the same. So that, for me, I was like, okay, I get you. So I'm going to extend that to him. And that's why I say I reserve that for these guys, that all blades of grass don't grow the same. Man. And that just like Professor Phil Valentine, just like a lot of other people that are coming out saying Aboriginal this, Aboriginal that, tap into Aboriginality, Professor Griff is going to be tapped into that too. Because he's a guy having a human experience. Y'all get it? And shout out to Professor Smalls, because that's where that came from, that we're humans guys having human experiences. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Stand by that. So, but absolutely, that's where that came from. So, and also, check comes from, it doesn't come from Chief Holiday. It comes from the immortal Steve Coakley. He used to throw that elbow up. Right? I got my elbow up right now, motherfuckers. Elbows up, nigga. Bogart, motherfucker. Like you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rich Hill, like my name Humphrey in this bitch. You heard? We Bogart in this bitch. Elbows up, big homie. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, and man. And like I feel like we keep getting pumped. So yeah, you niggas gonna get up to speed real quick. We've been here. We never came here. Nobody brought us here, and that's according to their records. And I just give you slavevoyage.org. Okay, check out the U.S. censuses from 1790. Okay, that's what you need to do. Stop playing with yourself. Okay, you're mentally masturbating. You're having mental masturbating. It's like midgets having fucking masturbation class. And that's how we feel the way we feel, that we don't want to tap into these conversations anymore because we're gonna keep hearing the same dumb shit all the time. Oh, poor us, we Africans.
Shortcomings.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
they talk about, well, why Minister Farrakhan? Oh, we're all upset because Minister Farrakhan is kicked off Facebook. What? Y'all mean to tell me that the Nation of Islam doesn't have the resources to create their own Facebook, create their own network? That's what we're saying?
Man, that's another thing that be having me. Yo,
we all will be on that network. We all will walk away from YouTube. We all will walk away from Instagram because guess what? The Nation of Islam has built a platform for us and by us. That's what I would say. Get off they shit. Boy. How about that?
But I am scared to fuck around with you.
Y'all understand what I'm saying? Phenom though. But yeah, man. So hey, bro, you want to address the post that you put up earlier, man? You just having a bad day? You good? I wanted to talk to you in private. I'm still there, you know, since you're here.
Oh nah, man. If you just spend about, I don't know, let's just say about 30 days, just every day, attempting to deprogram individuals, like it's mentally straining. You know what I mean? Like, even though you resonate with a few individuals, you don't really never think about all the residual energy, like you were saying earlier, that you have to give to to really try to accomplish the job. And I'm just fucking tired. Like, I find myself getting online and just being like, oh my fucking god, I just be feeling like slow death sometimes. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like when I hear people come on, or sometimes I be going to look for content. You know what I mean? And it's just like the same old shit, and and I'm at this point, I'm trying to get my people to understand that you're not going to be able to accomplish anything if you don't fix your psychology, man. Like if you do not heal from the trauma that is taking place, then you're not going to get anywhere. And I think a lot of our people don't, or are not willing to acknowledge the psychological state that they're in. And if they're not willing to acknowledge that, then I just don't see any way for us to do anything if we can't even come to an agreement that the shit that we are the position that we're put in and the information that we're getting
Yeah.
currently is
Okay.
bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand. I don't know how many more psychology bills I could do, how many more bills I could do, and then literally watch people come on and exhibit the same behaviors that I'm fucking talking about. It's like I just need a break, ain't nothing wrong. It's just like I can feel it, I can feel myself getting mentally strained. And it's a lot of other things too. I got a whole family to take care of as well. So it's not nothing personally that happened. It's just like I can feel it. Like I'm getting irritated. I'm getting tired. You know what I mean? And so I'm just gonna take a break and see where the ancestors take me from there. Shit, that's pretty much what I'm.
Sometimes you gotta take a break, goddamn it.
Shit, nigga, I know how to take a break
Sometimes you
every
gotta
day.
take a break.
Yeah, man, you got to, bro. You got to. I'm telling you, it's taxing.
Because a lot of these cats are disrespectful.
Yep, they'll be all right. We got Stephen Red Clay's in the building. Oseo. We got Lucius Gaines. He says mental slavery is worse than physical slavery. That's an absolute fact.
That's truth.
Big Creek Nation is in the building. Peace of the God. Hey, so let's talk about that though. I know you're a little, what we're talking about having a slave mentality, right? The fact that people have taken roots and internalized, right? And taking these slave movies and taking just like, even when they talk about the abuse that happened to us here in America, right? They're literally telling you about a time period that was so-called after slavery. And even though slavery has been so-called officially over in the 1800s, right? People still were slaves until 2019, just last year. And just like I asked last year, when are you niggas not going to be slaves anymore? But because you are programmed, right? Just like the Willie Lynch letter say, even after they let you out of physical slavery, right? That you will be mentally enslaved for another 1,000 years, which is way worse than being enslaved physically. So just wanted you guys to address that.
I see it. I see it. I see it every single day, man. Like you literally could talk to somebody, right? You could break it down to them, and they can look you dead in your face, and you can see it in their soul that they understand and understand what you say, right? And then the next day, you'll see them talking the same blackety black shit that Joe was talking before. Like, at what point, at some point you gotta just be like, you gotta let people be what they're gonna be, and you gotta let people believe what they're gonna believe. You know what I'm saying? And so, anybody who's trying to help deprogram people, just remember that you ain't gonna be able to save everybody. You know what I mean? Just remember why you trying to deprogram people, because I'm telling you, the people that you're trying to help are going to be your biggest enemies. Just trust and believe.
They gonna fight you.
So if you you gotta have patience, man. Like I think I'm one of the more patient people I know, but I'm telling you, this shit is. I haven't even been talking about psychological manipulation that long, around this year. I got shit on my channel from older, but around I haven't even been talking about it that long, and like just the amount of narcissism I see in the community, the amount of bipolarism I see in the community, the amount of just not willing, what they call it grandiosity, right? But just the inflated sense of self and not willing to open oneself up to achieve the goal. Like that shit is a plaguing behavior in our community. Like niggas will whine and bitch and complain about they want something, but if you can give them the motherfucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, everything about it, right? And then niggas will look at you like you supposed to do it for them. And it's like at some point you just gotta sit back and realize, like, that's what my channel is about, bro. My channel is about self-sufficiency. It's about taking your own power back. It's never about looking for another motherfucker to give you nothing, or you know what I'm saying? It's always about taking responsibility for yourself and understanding, what it is that you need to manifest the things that you want. And I just like, bro, I feel like I'm in a
That's facts.
motherfucking crazy house. I ain't even gonna
Well,
lie to you, man.
I mean, yeah, man,
I
you
be feeling crazy.
gotta kind of definitely be kind of crazy to deal with crazy. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's just a part of the.
Yeah,
It's a part of
I'm
it's
stepping
part of
over
the
the
job.
line. I'm about to turn from the doctor to the patient, nigga.
Be on the couch talking to yourself, like, how does this make you feel? Like, I'll
Boy,
tell
that's
y'all,
cold.
Hey, Chief, wait a minute,
I need a
Chief.
lot of good
You
weed,
telling me,
nigga.
you telling me throughout your years of teaching and building, right? You ain't had to look yourself in the mirror like, what the fuck? It must be something wrong with me. Like,
Oh hell yeah, all the time.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
What do you mean? I'm telling you, if they didn't have weed, I don't know if I would exist. Like I don't know if this like
bro.
I'm telling you, I patience.
Niggas,
Sheesh.
hey, niggas was commenting on my Grandmaster J build, talking about how I was smoking weed while he was there, like I was somehow supposed to not be myself, right? But anyways, I just replied back, and I'm thinking like, what? This is the reason I smoke right here. It's because people will miss the whole point of something, right? The whole point to make their point. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got. I don't know if that's flow or I don't know what that
Imagine
is,
being
right?
me. I can't smoke right now. And I still
Like
got to
it's.
deal with these motherfuckers.
I know what it is. It's called selective ignorance, right? Niggas
Fast.
But that's
selective.
why I don't have a problem cussing motherfuckers out though. Right there, that part right there. Like after I showed you, right, here's a skull in the ground, right here. Okay, right here. This is a Negro face. This is a Negro face, right? All this, everything that we show, and then after I show you all this, and then you look me in the face, and then you be like, but we black, but we Africans, but we slaves. Then there's work to be done there. We know that the psychological damage is serious because it plays itself out when how we abuse each other. They don't have to come burn crosses. We hang each other. We burn crosses we burn each other up. We're already in motion doing this. So the first step of solving these problems is, first off, peace. Even if we got to kill, we need peace. Okay? In our community, this is an internal thing to where we know we're not shooting each other anymore. In Chicago, in Iowa, in Newark, we know for a fact it's not us. Then we can work with the external stuff. Deal with shit internally right now. This is what's not going to happen on our soil anymore in our communities. Men are going to have to stand up and do it. So if Nick Cannon wants our support, we need his support. You understand? By allowing us to come teach at Cannon class.
Man.
Y'all get it? And that's how that goes. So when we reach out and when they be like, nah, then we know. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you know. Okay?
I already
There's no
know,
more.
Chief. They
There's
don't want. They do
psychological
not
shit that
want
needs
your
to.
ass up on that platform talking that
I'm a
fly.
bully. I'm a bully. I'm gonna force my way around this bitch. That's how that's gonna
That's
work.
what you gonna have to do. Strong
You
arm.
niggas gonna get the fuck down or lay the fuck down. That's what's gonna happen. How about that? That's what's gonna happen. And if they don't like that, I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like the people, the ancestors ride with us. This truth is gonna come out whether they like it or not. I mean, we was having years ago, we was having problems with DJs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we just had to think about it. Like, well, what the fuck you mean? This our town, right?
Right.
The radio station is in our city. Fuck you mean? And we have the ability now to form our own radio stations, to do our own thing. We don't have to do this. Y'all notice that they form companies all the time and they become successful 5-10 years. You know why you know who they market to first? To get market share?
Niggas.
Our dumbasses. Y'all remember Fox used to be the black station? Y'all remember that?
Yep.
Yes,
now you
sir.
can't find nothing over there of brown skin.
Remember
That's how they do
UPN?
Come on, bro. Everything starts with us first. That's how they do it. They get market share, then they go do what they do. Like we
Them niggas-
tired
them
of
niggas
this.
went
used
from-
to be a positive black station.
They went from Moesha and the Parkers to goddamn Vampire Diaries and La Femme Nikita. Y'all remember La Femme Nikita? Whatever the fuck that shit is.
That's crazy in the motherfucker.
Dawson Creek ass niggas around this place. I'm just saying, bro, like it's just laughable how we are just being used, right? And now Black Lives Matter and the Democratic Party are using our pain right now for votes. That's literally what they're doing. While they're killing you at the same time by pushing eugenics on us, right? And then you got Trump coming in and talking about defund Planned Parenthood. Just for that alone, that makes him a better president than Barack Obama.
Man.
Period. Just defunding, shutting down Planned Parenthood.
That's a fact, man. Because they kill how many babies they kill a year?
I
think it's 75,000 or some ridiculous amount of numbers.
No. 7. Excuse me. It's damn near. And we're talking about a year. It's damn near 700 something thousand motherfucking babies. Where it's like 200, maybe 300 and something thousand of them are us. And the rest of it is spread out along different races of people. But you know who you don't see at Planned Parenthood? Asian people. You don't see them there. You don't see Arab people at Planned Parenthood, bro.
Nah, they ain't coming for that.
You see the majority of it is white people. Let's keep it a buck. But the number is sad when you see how many of us actually go to Planned Parenthood. Like it's fucking preached to us. Like,
yeah, because we have internalized. We internalized that narrative that, oh, if you got a lot of babies, it's gonna be rough. Like, just think about it. If like I got a bunch of babies now, right? I got random people come up to me all the time, like, wow, how are you doing that? Wow, it must be so tough. Like, wait a minute, motherfucker, don't be putting that on me and mine. We good. You know what I'm saying? But that's the narrative that is projected within this reality. If you got a lot of babies, you gotta have a lot of money. If you ain't got a lot of money,
oh yeah, the taxpayers is paying for it and all this dumb.
Right, and it's giving you a subconscious guilt. You understand, for just doing what is natural to our species. You understand?
Facts.
So these people got us going totally against ourselves. That's why I said, man, when you start talking to people that are socialized, right, and then you start talking to them about socialization, then they really begin to show you how socialized they really is. Like you think you're getting somewhere, right? But in true reality, they're just waiting to show you how deep that rabbit hole really goes. It's like an endless cycle. And whether you drop a little seed here and there, they find another fucking socialized concept to internalize. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know, man. We gotta start creating deprogramming centers where motherfuckers go in there like rehab for 6 months to a year and then goddamn come out better people. I'm serious, man. Like this shit ain't nothing you can learn on no bill, man. Like this some shit you gotta lock a motherfucker in the room and make him understand and overstand. Like you can't just like our people do not have a lot of our people do not have the will to really want to go and figure out what it is that they supposed to do to get what they want. Like they claim they want it, right? But they will not sacrifice what they claim. They won't sacrifice shit. Fuck anything. They won't sacrifice shit to get what they claim they want. And I don't know what to do with people like that. Like I don't know. I'm not just gonna keep talking to niggas about shit, about their problems. You know, I got my own goddamn problems. The point of me helping people with psychology is because we trying to wake our people up so we can be whole and we can actually build something on a sound foundation. You know, we're not gonna be able to build shit with a bunch of broken pieces. It's just not gonna happen. But the sad part is that each individual has a responsibility to heal themselves. And a lot of people ain't acknowledging that, right? Everybody looking for information or Jesus or somebody else or something else, right, to fulfill them and make them whole. But that is totally besides the point. The point is that you get yourself together, you build your shit, you get your shit right, I get my shit right, and then we can build something that sounds together. But if I'm missing this and you missing this and the other nigga missing this, eventually we ain't gonna have everything we need. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta start putting ourselves in a position to become whole in every way. That's just not financially. I think niggas think that the money will solve a lot of things, but it ain't gonna solve the psychological trauma that our niggas are under right now. And so I'm afraid that even if we get some money or get something, that because of the behaviors that we exhibit, we're only gonna become detrimental to ourselves and commence our own genocide, just like we doing now. So I digress though.
Yeah, that's facts. We slaves to money too. Once we quit being slaves to the actual individuals pushing the buttons, we still slaves to money. And we'll do whatever we can to get that money. So that is one other poison we gotta kick.
I wonder how many businesses closed down during this pandemic. See what I'm saying? Like they putting people through all these headaches, make you file all these paperwork, wait in these lines, wait on the phone, do all these things, make you jump through all these hula hoops, right? Especially in the stressful time that's going on right now. You understand my point? So, right. Well, imagine all the businesses, especially businesses of color, right? Because we don't have the capital to pay rent with the businesses closed for 2 weeks, let alone 2-3 months. You understand what I'm saying? We were already struggling anyway because these people go out there waiting out to support us.
Chief? Did you see how the government gave out all them small business loans right before Corona? And they was talking about how black people was doing so well in America. Then got them a couple months later, snatched it all away. Let me get that.
Well, I mean, once again, it's the Democratic, you know, they working with the media, right? You know, to push this thing. People talking about Trump going places and not putting on a mask. Trump refuses to put on a mask. What do you know we don't know?
I mean, I knew there was bullshit when they was doing the whole shit in the beginning, and every single one of the motherfucking Congress representatives and Trump and them, none of them niggas had on masks. None of them niggas was 6 feet apart. None of them niggas like even acted like it was a virus going on. So I knew off the jump, if they not acting like it's a virus going on, it probably ain't no fucking virus.
That nigga Fauci do not wear a mask, bro, unless he on camera. So the camera's off, he take the mask off.
Only slaves wear masks, man. You know, you remember the shirt they made that pissed everybody off back in the day, about a couple years ago? Yep. They had the with
the muzzle on.
Yep,
muzzle. You know, but we act like they didn't do that to each other in Europe. Man, come on, bro. Like we act like we didn't do that to them. See, once again, they put the negative connotations like slave on us, put black on us, right? Put all the negative terminologies on us, the degenerates, all these things, right? And then we internalize this and then we inflict it in our communities. Period. We have to restore honor back to our ancestors. We have to restore honor back to our children. We have to restore honor back to our women. Men, we got to take our motherfucking honor because ain't nobody going to give us shit. And seems like to me, power is attached to honor. I don't know about y'all, but at the other end of honor is power. I'm not going to let these people disrespect me and mine. And I feel like we are all part of an extended family. So when Stephen Jackson when they first interviewed him, he went down to Minnesota, he said he's there to get his honor of his brother back.
Man.
I'm still going crazy right now. Because I don't never want this to be me. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody I know. Like this is my man's, like, you know what I'm saying? My brother, like something happened to my sister, something like that. I'm black the fuck out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, so I get it. So once again, the respect has to be taken back. Now, I spoke about this maybe a year or so ago when we talk about, fear, right? How it's displayed in different ways. Some of us, will start barking, rah, 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 and start talking reckless, right? You're just being scared. You're scared. See, people want us to come on TV, want us to come on live here and talk reckless. That's not manly. One, especially if you got some type of season about yourself, then that's something that we shouldn't be doing to the youth, is sending them off. That's what we call it, sending them off, spinning them, getting them out there. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to do better as men. We got to take our respect back in our communities. Now, that comes from creating the peace that we need and building, right? No more stripes for you being the murder capital, for y'all catching more bodies than the other city did last year, right? You don't get no stripes for that. You don't get no stripes for killing.
That means we gotta get rid of these rap niggas, bro.
Well, I'm saying,
we gotta get rid of these rap niggas.
I say this. Imagine if you owned a label, right? And radio stations and everybody, right? We own that. And righteous people own these labels, and we could go into these communities and find the talented ones and hone the talented skills and create the environment, because this is our culture, right? Create that environment and bring, and uplift the community with this art form. This is our art form. So I don't want to give it back. So what do? We have to control the art form, because right now it's okay to rap genocidal, homicidal, dope peddling music to our people. This is the only people that do this to our people. We're the only people that do this.
Right.
Nobody else does it. So that would be rule number one. Like, you can't make a song without killing and raping your own people. If you want to kill or rape somebody else in another community, and see if they buy your shit. Matter of fact, see if the Jews put your music out if you start killing them in your music. Okay?
Right.
If you can't kill somebody else in your music, that's what the whole Cracker Killer project was that couldn't do. Maybe it's ahead of its time. I'm about to put that still on the back burner, but I wanted for you rapping ass niggas to create songs that, instead of killing niggas, kill crackers in your music. Nobody wanted to sign on to that. Nobody. So when this brother say, let's get away with these rappers, yeah, I understand, because nobody wanted to get on this project, right? They felt like it was too radical. What raping and murdering your own people in your community is not radical, you dumb fuck.
Ice Cube.
Everybody want to have sex with everybody else's women. They don't never be talking about making love to their own woman. They want to have sex with your woman.
Bro, these niggas want to have sex with other niggas.
Sheesh.
These niggas want to have sex with other niggas. Fuck a bitch. I'm down for my niggas, and I buy my niggas drinks in the club, and I shave the bitch. You niggas gay, bro. They want you niggas to put on these bitch blouses and these tight slacks, and you niggas do it, cuz. And these kids see it. and they pick up that message, my nigga. And now you got these little niggas out here fagging. They grabbing each other and touching each other in the wrong way. These niggas, hey, look, and I'm just keeping it gangster. We can talk about Afrocentric or whatever, but once the sissy rappers start coming out with them dreads, now everybody got dreads, bro. Orange tip dreads, gold tip dreads, green tip dreads. A nigga can say what they want to say about me and what I'm saying, but it's the fucking truth. And it makes me sick to my stomach. I'ma slap a bitch, but I'ma hug my nigga. Man, get your dumb ass out of here, bro. Then you gay, man. And just come on out and tell
Let me
the world that you
let me
let rap
drop a
music
let me
make
drop
you
a
gay,
jewel
man.
real quick. So Chief was saying he don't like saying white supremacy. He likes saying degeneracy, right? And
Right.
going with the understanding that we all know, right? The European or the colonizer, right? They want to flip the script, right? They want to make us in the state of degeneracy. Now, do anybody really know what degeneracy means? Like, really, a lot of people
To do it backwards, to not create but to decrease.
that that that
To do
that's
the
a
opposite of
that's
anything
a
positive.
that's a logical definition. I'm just talking about the psychological definition that they got. Not saying that you're wrong, because you're right. It is, and then and degeneracy
But
also
we want to
goes.
go psychological.
Yeah, it goes in math too,
Oh, go ahead.
biology and all of that shit. But we just talking about purely psychological degeneracy, right? So listen to this, y'all. Now the definition of degeneracy. Now just see if this applies. Who does this apply to? Does it apply to us, or does it apply to the colonizer, or both? Let's listen to this. It says a state in which a person has declined or reverted to an earlier or simpler state of development in physical, mental, or moral qualities. Now, the state of possessing few, if any, moral standards considered normal in one's society. Degeneracy is often popularly used with special reference to sexual offenses and set forth. They got IE, right? But I just thought it was interesting that it says possession of few, if not any, moral standings. Like that's what I see right now with our people. We can talk about they people all we want, but our people ain't got no fucking moral standings. You know what I'm saying? And I also see us reverting to a lesser psychological state, right? Thus forth, if we wasn't wards of the state already, right? By socializing you and by downloading one of these programs and have you internalize one of these programs, these social constructs they created, right? The byproduct of that, right, is a psychological decline, which would then put you as a ward of the state regardless. So I would just want to throw that out there, because I probably won't be doing too much in the next few weeks. So I just want to throw that out there about degeneracy. In my opinion, we have become just as degenerate as the motherfuckers we like to talk shit about. Not that good.
Mm-hmm. It hurt my feelings when I see the shit. I like and I'm not even being funny. You look at the mestizo, they progressing. You look at some of the Peckerwood population, they progressing. Hell, they run the system. They've been progressing for years. It just seems like we the only people that's cool with being stuck in the same fucking spot and thinking that other goofy shit instead of tangible shit is progression. Man, ain't nothing progressive about going and making $1 million and buying bullshit jewelry, bro. Or buying fucking. I mean, I'm not hating on no nigga because I done had jewels and rims and all that shit too, but I found out that shit ain't about shit, bro. Because what I didn't have at the moment was land, my nigga. Something that generational wealth could be built upon. Build a company, bro. I didn't do that. I was a dummy, bro. And shit, some of our people are dummies and know it, and some don't know that what they doing is dummy work. And I don't know which one of those is more scary.
Man, majority of our people is doing the work of the colonizer or oppressor. And that's
For real.
that's the point of trying to show you that we gotta change our psychology. What we think is right is wrong as a
It's
motherfucker.
really wrong.
And we have to at least acknowledge, like, okay, everything that I was taught was fucking probably not for my own, you know what I'm saying, for my own good, right? So now when I intake information, I gotta look at it from that perspective. I just can't, you cannot take shit with face value anymore. You can't believe a motherfucker about nothing. Can't believe what you read, and you damn sure can't believe what you see. So you know what type
Hell
of
no.
world we is. You know what type of world we in if you can't believe what you see. So you damn sure know you can't believe what you hear.
I thought that about the movie The Matrix when I first seen it. They was talking about real life, nigga. Shit can just change just like that. It's all an optical illusion, my nigga. What you see ain't really what you saw. You know what I'm saying? It's a deeper meaning and it's a deeper presentation behind anything that you can visualize. We live on a dimensional plane and dimensions exist within dimensions. It's different ways to look at shit. Man, I caught that shit from that movie. But when I found out that an Aboriginal woman wrote that movie, that she wrote the book and the script for the movie, I see how we got to that. That Sister Cole, she got a mind, bro. She was putting
Hey,
motherfuckers on game.
hey, bro. You know, we interviewed her a couple years ago, right?
It was a good build too.
Did y'all?
Yeah, it was
Come on,
fire. Come on,
come
man.
on, fam. Hey, look,
You
and she
know she
knows
wrote the
we
Terminator too,
Aborigines,
right?
bro. Hey, she knows we Aborigines,
I
man.
bet.
Come on, of course she do.
Hey, next time y'all talk to her, tell her that Star Child from the 817 said she was right about the Matrix and she was right about the Terminator. Because we living in the
Yeah,
times
man.
of the Terminator right now, bro.
Yeah, give it
All
about
these
We
5 more.
robots
Give it
and
about
shit, the
five
we
drones
more.
they
upload
put in
that
the
one.
street.
Yeah,
That was
give it about
shout out
5
to
about
Miss
10 more
You
years.
shout out to
gotta
the
put that
guy
up again.
shout out to the guy, Miss Sophia Stewart.
Yeah, shut up,
Yeah, she
man.
lives out here in Vegas,
Man,
man. I'm gonna have to definitely I wanna definitely sit down and have a conversation with her. That would be dope. Shout out to Miss Sophia Stewart.
I can't believe that. It was, like I tell you, and niggas be like, a nigga be pandering the pussy when he say this, but I'm like, bro, if you don't want to know the truth about anything and how shit works, you were born through truth. You were born through a woman. Man, go sit down and talk to a real deal, clear-minded woman, bro. And just listen to what the fuck she saying. If I want to hear something real, I'm gonna go talk to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
No cap. I want to hear something real, I'm gonna go talk to my mama. If my grandmother was still alive, bless her, bless my grand chief's soul. If she was still alive, I'd go sit down and talk to her. Cause she gonna come with that real. And I just, man, God damn it. The art of foreseeing has always come through a woman. In the Matrix, the Oracle was a woman. And she knew all the way up to when she would be killed, who would be the motherfucker to event. All that, bro, it was a woman. These niggas still sitting up here looking at niggas to help them guide their way. Man is protector, bro. Protector and provider. Woman has always been foreseeable knowledge, health, manifestation, preservation. We be backwards, bro. We be backwards for real. That shit's amazing. And that ain't no Afro-American shit. I mean, no African-American shit. That ain't no Pan-African shit. That's just real life common sense. Because a lot of people are like, oh, nigga got that from Pan-Africanism. Nah, nigga, that's common sense.
I mean, people don't use that enough. You know what I'm
Common sense
saying?
ain't so
Like, they
common.
don't use it enough. Because they'll literally tell you, white man is this and the third. He's done all these things. But then turn around and honor somebody with a PhD. Like, dog, you literally took an oath. Like, you guys are honoring and upholding the system. That's what you're doing. You're not destroying the system by creating your own PhD. I got air quotes over here. PhD
Right.
system, right? We have to have our own educational system, period.
Right.
We are smart enough to create our own. We have more resources and more technology at our fingertips. which makes you, it makes us lazier because I give you guys a perfect example. If they shut down all social media, if we wanted to talk to each other, we would create something to be able to do what we're doing, and we would build that, like because it would be the only thing that we would have. If they kicked us out of basketball, we would build our own basketball teams. We would build our own football teams. We would build our communities up if they kicked us out.
Right.
Okay. So this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with captured people who want to be captured. So we're dealing with. We're dealing with people that are comfortable with being.
I like how you said
consumers.
Capture people who want to be captured. Wow.
Yeah, who are comfortable being consumers. As long as you can have the Gucci bag or this and that and the third, or you can do these things, you're comfortable. They're not gonna rock that. So when I see Nick Cannon, though, once again, I got to have some hope, bro. Cause we don't know these guys. Like, and if you had the opportunity to know some of these guys or whatever, like, and know them before they got super famous, yeah, but you don't know how people change or what people go through after that. So I can't speak for no other man. However, when you know some of these guys, I've been accused of that. They think anybody successful, oh, he must be an Illuminati. See what I'm saying?
No.
But usually you're not going to be successful, y'all. And what's ironic about this, in their paradigm, unless you have Jewish bankers, Jewish managers, you understand what I'm saying? Because they have the plug to the bag. Their cousins own the jewelry stores. Their cousins own the radio stations. So they all work together to keep their monies circulating. And so they keep us working for them instead of us saying, you know what, we're good. We're going to take our ball over here. We good. We're done. Man, shout out to the brother Avery Bradley. He went to Finley Prep out here, y'all.
Yeah.
Avery Bradley, like, as far as like that dude was so cold, y'all. Like, he's still cold, but he's not. He's opting out of playing in the restart for the NBA for the Lakers, right? He's a starter on the Lakers, but he's opting out of playing, right? Now, what he's done, he's let them know that it's because of his activism, his stance on racial profiling, on police brutality, on injustices that the NBA is not addressing when they're taking people out of the communities and not giving back to the community. So Avery Bradley's like, look, I'm not playing, but while y'all at it, my son has breathing problems and I don't want to be coming back and forth and potentially, damaging my son. So I'm gonna opt out. So the players that are opting out are literally using their children, right, in their family situations as an excuse. And look, guess what the guys at ESPN and the owners and stuff, in the public, they gotta be like, oh, we support you, Avery. But in private, they saying, fuck that nigger. We're gonna blackball him. We'll replace him. Let's go get JR. He'll never play in the NBA again. We're gonna Colin Kaepernick him. And by the time he come back, he won't be no good. We'll discredit Avery Bradley because we cannot allow this type of thinking to happen in the NBA. Imagine if LeBron says, this is my teammate. I'm standing with my teammate. Shout out to Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard thinking about doing it too. He's using they're on the same team on the Lakers. Dwight Howard is saying the same shit that Avery Bradley, his teammate, is saying. Why the fuck we playing for you motherfuckers? Why don't we start our own league? Shout out to Kyrie Irving, the guy, Kyrie Irving. Little Mountain.
Can I ask you a question, Chief?
Absolutely.
How do you feel about homosexual black males being leaders inside this movement, bro? Because Dwight Howard ain't gonna sit well with me, my nigga. And one would say, why would you even worry about a person's sexuality? Well, like we said once before, the imagery that we project to these youngins, bro. And if they know a nigga history and they feel like this nigga strong, unguided impressions lead niggas to a false destiny.
Oh,
And I'm just keeping it gangster, bro. I'm keeping it 100, bro. If we talking about some
well, I'm
real
gonna keep it 100
shit,
with you too, and I've been on record for saying this a billion times. I'm gonna say it again. I'm pro-life. So anybody that's not pro-life, that's fine. I'm pro-life. Okay. With that being said, right? As a heterosexual male, right? As an alpha male, as a real man, shout out to deity, right? As a man, right? As a man's man, I could never, ever follow behind, listen to another man who chases doodoo. I can't do it.
Right.
Okay? Because one, he doesn't have the right sense. Well, not saying that. His judgment is he don't want to procreate life, which according to me and my belief system, just like me, not saying I'm against our family members. We love you. We got family members that are absolutely no. We're not. I'm just speaking my truth, right? And they make being a heterosexual male illegal. It's gonna be illegal to be heterosexual pretty soon. Watch. It's gonna be like, you're heterosexual, you're going to jail. Like that's how they acting. Like we can't even have a stance on life. Yeah, but I'm gonna be a man. I'm gonna continue to be a man, and I'm not bashing anybody because once again, you're a part of us. So I don't look at the LGBTQ. No, you just created another. That has nothing to do with our people. That's in the that are homosexuals. You're not a part of NAMBLA. You're not a part of that community. They're using you as cannon fodder. They're using you to create their numbers. They're creating you to push this agenda of eugenics. Because once again, I'm pro-life, right?
Yeah.
I'm pro-life. And to me, just to me, them pushing the feminization of the young brown male, right? And they're pushing that alternative lifestyle on the babies, right? On the children, right? It's part and partial to the eugenic agenda, period. If you're homosexuals, you're not having children, okay? If you're not having children, you're killing the population. That's how that works, okay? So that's the whole part of it.
Cause you know, Young Thug is a fucking plant, bro. I don't care what nobody say.
But we support him though.
And that's what's crazy, bro. Like I said earlier, man, these little niggas, they hear that that rap shit. They love that beat because they little homeboy rap like it. That's the tempo. Then when you get niggas out there that got money and shit, and they rap at that tempo, yeah, we worship this nigga. That's what you secretly saying. That's what your soul's saying, young man. And then when you see this nigga wearing a dress, now you up here wearing man crop tops and all that old type shit, bro. Next thing you know, you up here smoking this bullshit, and now you and your man's hugged up. Nah, bro. Nah. Well, they were born that way. No, they wasn't, bro. No, they wasn't. Everybody born a blank slate.
Hey, bro, I still listen to Prince, right? I ain't never want to wear no high heels.
On that bisexual shit, bro.
I didn't know that growing up as a kid, though. I thought Prince was man. I thought he had all the baddest women on the planet. I overlooked the blouse, bro. I didn't even see that blouse yet.
But you know something? As a little kid, as a baby, I seen that shit. And I'm like, nah, my mama wear that. But that nigga jamming though.
I didn't jamming. Yeah, I didn't have a clue. I didn't know what was happening. But imagine the seeds that was planted. You know what I'm saying? The seeds that was planted from then. You know what I'm saying? Like I go back, man. I went and I seen like a little piece of Breaking. Remember Ozone and Turbo?
Yeah.
You remember that movie? Go back and watch it now. You gonna be like,
Hell yeah, break it one and
oh,
break it two. Electric Boogaloo.
nigga,
Yeah,
nigga.
you know Turbo was a little
Turbo Ozone was fruity than a motherfucker. But watching that, then as a kid, that's not registering to me. I don't know what this is, right? Once again, are they planting seeds? Are they planting seeds for Young Thug? Because the shit Young Thug said, like I said, man, you know, the reason why he said he wore the dress, right, is to hide his strap. I think that's the worst conversations to ever have. The reason why to wear a dress, right? I don't know what to say. Like, it's ridiculous.
No.
Right?
When that nigga
Everybody
explained why
knows
he called
Atlanta.
his homeboys his hubbies, I was done, bro. I was like, that nigga, you just hiding who you really are, bro.
I mean, especially coming from Atlanta, y'all already know what it is, man. Let's be clear. Atlanta is the home.
That shit again, man.
Come on,
man. Again, bro.
Let's be clear, okay? Atlanta, Georgia, right?
Is the gay cap. Used to be San Francisco.
Yeah, no, it's definitely Atlanta now. And people say because of the CDC and all that, whatever, right? So for a heterosexual man like myself, Aborigine like myself, it's heaven, right? Eye Candy, the beautiful sisters, everybody's it's just retarded. It's ridiculous, right? Right? But the flip side of that is it's extreme. Like the term homo thug, I think that first time I seen that term like 99, like down there, like these guys was really thugged out, but they were really on that shit. Like it was open. Like I'm like, what? Like wow, this is really. But Atlanta has really went there, so that it's acceptable for this, bro. It's acceptable. They accept.
You tell me why Young Jock got a whip, dude. You tell me why motherfucking Young Jock got a goddamn me. What's that nigga name that used to be on Nickelodeon? The little white boy, the little goofy white boy. He got that up, dude, and it's purple. Explain to me, nigga, because we as men supposed to present our manhood. So what are you doing, fam? What is you doing? What you got going on, man? That'd be my question, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga.
Jock said he wore the dress, right? Like his career hasn't done nothing since then. You know what I'm saying?
My nigga Dave Chappelle wore a dress and was still successful. He wore it one time, but he still wore a dress. But he ain't never
No. Dave ain't never worn no dress.
Oh God, Dave Chappelle wore a dress. You ever seen a movie called Robin Hood Men in Tights? Everything Dave Chappelle wore a dress.
I don't remember him in a dress. I don't remember that.
That's a dress. That nigga dressed up like a princess, bro. They dressed, all five of them niggas dressed up like a princess to get into that castle area. Yeah, I'm one of them niggas. I'm an elephant, bro. I never forget. I'm an elephant, bro. I wear a size 8.5 cap. That's a lot of goddamn head, bro. A lot of brain in there too, and I store shit in that motherfucker. I never forget, bro. That nigga wore a dress with the frilly cone headpiece. I never forget, but you never saw him do that again, though. But niggas like Jamie Foxx done made a career out of that shit. Martin made a career out of that shit. Niggas made careers out of wearing dresses all the way back to Nipsey Russell, my nigga. It's heartbreaking, bro.
I mean, do we think? Because Nick Cannon said he wore a dress, I think, as a teenager.
We seen Nick Cannon wear a dress before, bro, on the TV show, all that. We seen Nick Cannon wear a dress, bro. These are the things that break my heart when I see it, bro. Because you a man, and you supposed to represent your throne every day you step out this motherfucker. Boots tied tight, strapped up, ready to rock, nigga. How you ready to rock in the brassiere, B? You ain't no woman. You can't rock for me in no motherfucking Giselle's, nigga. You can't rock for me in no red bottom bitch shoes, bro. You can't rep me, man. You can't rep me as a brother. You can't rep me as no god, as no king, bro, because you're not doing king shit unless you King James, nigga. And I hope not. But shit, man, look, that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. It's heartbreaking, bro.
Hey, I haven't checked out. I'm gonna have to do a reaction video to Jadakiss versus Fabulous. First off, let me be clear.
Oh, that was dope, my nigga.
I gotta check it out. But I just don't think like it's a good battle because they brothers and they work together. You know what I'm saying? I really think that's a good promotion for them and stuff like that or whatever. You know, keep them relevant. Two super MCs. You know what I'm saying? But Jadakiss, Fabulous. I just don't think that's the same thing. But I gotta see it though. I want to see it because I might have missed some Fabulous stuff. You know what I'm saying? I might have missed some Fabulous stuff. Because all I know is Breathe.
No homo.
Yeah, Breathe. Nah,
I was a
like
fan
I'm not into the.
niggas.
Yeah. I'm not into the women's songs and stuff like that niggas do. He got some dope songs. I'm wrong with. Right? No, the dope records. Don't get it twisted, right? But
yeah,
Jadakiss.
Yeah,
This is Jada.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, this ain't even
They
the
were
same
both talking
conversation.
dope guns, hustling, gangster shit. They was both on that same shit, bro. Like Fabulous keeping it gangster. Man, that shit went up against Knock Yourself Out. Cause them was two badass motherfucking tracks. And Jada killed Knock Yourself Out. He murdered that motherfucker, bro. I think that's a song. That's his first solo joint. And I think that's gonna be the one that's engraved in time as one of his greatest tracks ever written, bro. Knock Yourself Out. Just like Fabulous's I Can't Deny It with Nate Dogg. That's gonna be etched in stone as his greatest, bro, forever. Forever, bro. And them two individuals was good enough to go, even though one been out probably 4 years longer than the other, still, that was a good matchup, bro. That was a good matchup.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to check it out. Hey, but you know what I thought I heard that something was interesting. Juicy J wants to challenge Dr. Dre.
Man, he better sit the fuck down.
Nah, Money Grip.
It's two different. Man, that's definitely two different things. That's two different things. I don't know,
bro. You might think that, bro, but nah, bro. Juicy J been producing hits for a long time, bro. Like we can get Dre Chronic 2001.
You must go back. You must go
back.
No.
I'm talking. Hold on. I'm talking about. We're gonna have two different time periods here. See what I'm saying? Because Dre is 2001 and back, right?
Yeah.
Juicy J is more like
1994 and up.
Yeah, and up. 94. Still going right now today. 94. So now we're gonna hear hits from Juicy J that's more current. See what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you're gonna hear records from Jay that you might not even know he did. Like that's still happening right now today. So yeah, when I'm saying when we put the records against each other, I don't know. I think that'll be a good little battle right there. Just for the culture, I think that'd be a dope battle.
Because you gonna have to come up with some shit that's matching that NWA. He gonna come up. He gonna have to. I know he did shit for Katy Perry, but Dr. Dre brought us Miss Chalet, bro. Miss Chalet, bro. And JJ Fad, bro. You gonna have to come on with it, bro. He brought us T-Bone Bunny.
I don't know, you know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I just think it's an interesting conversation. I think it's an interesting conversation, right? I really do, because I don't think Swizz Beatz was ready for Timberland, for instance, right? I don't think that was fair.
No.
I don't think Scott Storch and Mannie Fresh, that was fair, right? Because it's two different genres. Like Mannie Fresh should have been against Dre, for instance, because Scott Storch is.
Mannie Fresh was good against Scott Storch because they've been in the game they've been producing for the longest, bro. Scott Storch started in fucking 92. Mannie Fresh started in 94. That's just a 2-year difference. So, and they done fucked with a plethora of different genres and people. So, you know, that's a bad motherfucker in my eyes. They was all right.
No, he cold now. Don't get it twisted. I might have to go back and watch that one. I have to go back and watch that one.
Yeah.
But I think that would be an interesting conversation though, Juicy J and Dre. I think that's an interesting one.
It might just be you might be right, bro. You just might be right, because when you think about it, Dre done fuck with some pop people, Juicy done fuck with some pop people, motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? These niggas,
and keep in mind, Daz produced a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
So shout out to Daz. So he don't get credit as being a great producer, a dope, classic, legendary producer. Shout out to Battle Cat. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas don't get the credit that they supposed to get as far as creating sounds, as far as creating certain things. Drake is more like he can come in as a producer and kind of see things maybe that you don't see, add some bass or add something to it. You know what I'm saying? That it needed to take it to the next level. Pop. That's important. Sometimes just beat is just a beat until you got a real producer step on it and do something to it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Turtle Island. DG is in the building. Said Dre is like 2020 and back. Huh? I haven't heard a Dre record. Dre had 20 years before Outkast, Juicy, any of the new wave. Ooh. Ooh, you know what I like to see though? Outkast versus UGK. Ooh-wee.
That'll be a bad motherfucker, but UGK gonna take it home, bro. UGK gonna take it home, bro.
A Texas nigga would say that all the time.
Hey, but you know, I'm
you probably think Pookie and Lucci.
I was listening to UGK before Outkast even hit the scene with their underground shit. Mind you, in Texas, we was getting pro-righteous ministers, and we was getting fucking UGK's Tell Me Something Good before that. Tell Me Something Good came out in 91, 92 on the radio, but we had it in 1990, bro. When it was just on their handouts, when they was at niggas' clubs and shit. You know, I'm a young nigga riding in the car with my sister, and I'm hearing the original Tell Me Something Good, where them niggas got 2 verses each, and they was eating on that bitch. And, bro, like, that 5-minute ass track was dope as fuck. And we talking about, nigga, front, back, side to side, all that shit, bro. But when fucking Christmas time came, and they came with that players ball shit, I mean, not players ball, but what's the name? Southern Player Listed Cadillac. Man, look, do you know what that did to niggas in Texas, bro? That was the shit.
Yeah,
that was a breath of fresh air, nigga.
I love to see that one.
That'll be a bad. That nigga said I would expect a Texas nigga to say that.
It would be blasphemy if you didn't. You know what I'm saying? You probably got.
Hey man, you gotta run with the whole. I'm not no nigga that flat back on the home team, but shit on that one, I got to run with the home team, bro.
Yeah, Chief Smoke said Outkast all day. Yo, you know, hey, that is a real conversation that we used to have, like real conversation, nigga. Who the best, Outkast or UGK or 8Ball MJG? Now I'm an 8Ball MJG. That's the greatest duo of all time to me.
I love him.
To me, that's
what
just
track
cheap
got that's fucking with Murder by UGK. What track they got that's fucking with Murder, my nigga? That's not Mr. Biggs. That's not Space Age Pimpin' ain't working with it.
What?
That is that is not fucking with it, bro.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this in the whole Outside Looking In album, just the whole album, just push play.
Shout outs to Wanagi. What you know about DSR, bro? What you know about Dirty South Riders, man?
Nah, you don't know nothing about Tuck. Tom Tom just got a video. I just seen the video with Tom Tom and motherfucking Flip. It was pretty dope. They had a throwback. Yeah, it was pretty dope. Shout out to Flip. Shit was pretty dope.
Hey,
they put on for the Texas. There was that Big T Bazaars, nigga.
Hey, look, boy, hey, man, can't go there unless if you're not from detail, you really can't go there unless you know some niggas out there, man. For real.
Oh, come on,
It
you
could
already
be
know.
last day.
Come on, stop it. Shout out to South Oak Cliff in the building, nigga. Lone
Man, say, I
Ranger.
used to stay
Go.
out there for a couple years, bro. I used to live in Big T Bazaar, man. Say, man, hold that
That's
down.
right.
But look though, from backside to
Hell
side,
no.
tell me something good, motherfucking murder, I'm So Real. These are some tracks that UGK had that's timeless that niggas is not finna fuck with, bro.
Okay.
And the nigga gotta come on with a bad
Crumbs or bricks,
motherfucker.
friend or foe. Crumbs or brick, friend or foe. Outside looking in. I don't know, man. So many. It's just ridiculous. Like for me,
That nigga come with some of the joints too, boy. Some hardcore joints.
Come on, man. Like
coming
them
with
dudes,
some hardcore
man.
joints too.
Them dudes was like saved my life. Say that, saved my life.
Versus Swisher House. Hell no, Swisher House all day. And I love the Dungeon Family. But Michael Watts, when he put them teams together, man.
See, there you go.
No, listen. Because I'm going to tell you something, bro. You've never heard, until then, you never heard down south niggas flow like East Coast cats, bro.
No, you from Texas.
And Chamillionaire was holding hat, man. Chamillionaire was holding hat when he came out. He was holding hat. His freestyles was dope all the way, every last one, through and through. And when niggas wanted to beef with him, he was murdered. He killed Mike Jones' career. He could do nothing else. He killed Mike Jones' career after that military mixtape, man. He killed Mike Jones' career, bro. That 281-330 shit was dead. Wasn't nobody calling that no more. His bill wasn't even high no more. He was done, bro. Boy, say, man, them niggas was playing. Like, you know the truth, because you've been in the industry for a long time. I done fucked around too. Listen, even when UGK and Dungeon Family broke the mold for us getting played on the East Coast.
This tastes good.
Shit, Camille was still holding.
Yeah, man.
It was ugly, bro.
Yeah, man. He's doing his thing too, man, on the investments, man. You know, somebody that took his rap money and then put it in investments and stuff like that. So shout out to Chamillionaire, man.
Fucking genius.
Yeah, man.
He was a genius, bro. That man told that man, attention little kids. I know you're fans of his, but if it ain't no Cam, then it ain't gonna jam. I'ma throw it off a bridge. That nigga killed Mike Jones with that one bar. Murdered Mike Jones. He killed him, bro. Chamillionaire got niggas play him and Little Flip got niggas play in New York. That was from our breed and generation in Texas, bro. Them two niggas alone did that shit.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm an 8-Ball fan. 8-Ball and MJG like that Forever album. My God, one all the way through the end. Every song jam. Like you hitting that again, and play that again.
That's how
play
you do
that
it,
song
man. Yeah, man. Nah, man, that Lost album came out in '98, the same week as Jay-Z and Lauryn Hill. So you had Hard Knock Life, right? That was volume 2, right? You had Hard Knock Life. That's Jay-Z's classic album. That's what took him over the top. And then you got The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and you have 8-Ball Lost album, which was a triple album. They only had 2 single albums. His album was a triple album. It was the first. I still think it's the only triple album ever put out, but it was definitely Tupac came out double album before that. Biggie had a double album before that, right? Right. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
This is a triple album, With the
Right.
double album, the third album was like a compilation. Lost, classic album. They even put it up there with Lauryn Hill's Lost. Lauryn Hill's Miseducation of Lauryn Hill and Jay
Because
Z's
that was a badass. That lady,
Hard
that
Not
was
Life.
cold.
Me
That
and
lady was
my
cold.
homeboy's girlfriend. Oh my God, just the whole album, nigga, was just classic. Just a classic double album from
Yeah.
start to finish. Now, Tupac did put out double All Eyes on Me classic. Both, you know how you like both albums, like 1 and 2, like fuck, right? That's how that went.
Yeah.
Same thing with Biggie. You already know. Come on,
Yeah.
stop it.
Biggie
Like,
killed.
you know what I'm
Biggie
saying?
was one of the
Stop
people who brought the two coasts together, man. Biggie brought two coasts together. He did that. Biggie last CD had all the coasts on it. The nigga had, if I'm correct, that nigga had Twist. If I'm correct, he had Twist on the song. I know he had Bone on the song on the CD. Then
Well,
he
we're talking
had
about
man.
we're talking about Life After Death.
Life After Death.
Right. Life After Death was when he was dead
Oh
when
my
that album
God.
came out. With the casket, him standing from the cat. Oh God.
Yeah.
Hey, no. Classic album, bro. Start to finish. We already know, like, sky's the limit. Like, come on. Like, think about it. Well polished album. Super, like if Biggie would have been alive, like, come on, man, it would have. Because he left too soon, bro. He left too soon. Like, come on, bro. Like, ready to die.
And we gotta blame
Super
ourselves
classic.
for that, bro. We
Yeah,
gotta
we
blame.
do.
We kill our own goddamn legends, man. We
Nigga
kill our
shit.
own legends.
Facts. Straight nigga shit.
An Aboriginal brother killed Fat Pat, bro. You know who Fat Pat is from H-Town. Killed Fat Pat, killed Soldier Slim, killed fucking Pac, killed Biggie, killed motherfucker. Bro, what do we do? Kill Jam Master Jay. What the fuck are we doing? We can't talk about our legends because they all dead. They all dead. White people put their legends on tour and they go for fucking 4 years on tour. Europe, Asia, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Us, we putting them in the ground and taking them on last rides through their hoods, banging their music, bro. That shit is fucking sad. That shit is sad. Oh, you Creek Running Water. You know I know about Killer Corleone. I'm a Boss Hog Outlaw fan, man. I'm talking about back when Boys in Blue, Serve and Collect, all that was coming out, man. I'm a fan, but what you know about that Sir Duty and Daily, man? What you know about that Sir Daily, man? That's all I'm saying, bro. Our legends. We just last year, we put Lou Hawk in the ground. Now, niggas didn't kill Lou Hawk, but still, our legends are leaving here, bro. He died from a sickness. Our legends are leaving here, bro. And anybody who know about Color Change and Click and Swisher House, you know Lou Hawk is owed a great deal of appreciation. Cause that man was on track smashing hard, and he gone, bro. Big Hawk gone. That's Fat Pat brother. Gone, bro. They gone. They fucking gone, bro. And that don't make no sense, man. Yeah, that's right, dude. Hawk died, bro. And he died in the penitentiary, bro. He died sick. It's just heartbreaking, bro.
Man. Yeah, man, it's definitely tough.
It's heartbreaking, man. It's fucking heartbreaking. DJ Screw gone, bro, from Sip and Drink. Our legends kill themselves. Big Mo gone, died the same way Screw died. That hurts, bro. Niggas will kill themselves to be on these drugs, bro. Hey, man, that Jim Morrison lifestyle ain't hot, bro. We got to get that shit back. That's another thing we got to give back. Doing these wild-ass drugs, bro, that ain't us. We're organic people. You start throwing chemicals in organic shit and watch the composite change, and it will self-destruct. It will self-destruct. Man, say,
Somebody said Paul Wall, and they got the muscle.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you a small story, Chief. I was 15 years old. We got a club out here called the Aragon Ballroom, right? When we had one, it's gone now. But it used to be the teen nightclub on Saturdays, on Fridays, and then eventually became Friday and Saturday. That ballroom had been around since my sister was going to the ballroom, and she 10 years older than me. So anyway, then we started listening to Color Change and Click, bro, when they developed it. That's how long Color Change and Click had been around. And, you know, you hear Comedian, you hear Paul Wall. Back then, Paul Wall sounded like a 6 foot, 220-pound brother, bro. And I'm like, yeah, this nigga Paul Wall go hard. That nigga cold, man. Man, when I met this nigga and seen this chubby white boy with braids, I said, man, what the fuck is this? Ain't no damn Paul Wall. Niggas was like, nah, that's really Paul Wall. Look at the album covers. I said, well, I'll be damned. That just goes to show how much influence our culture has on other people, bro. That just goes to show, had that brother rocking like us, man. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, man.
Man.
They got, man, yeah, the homies in the chat, they know, man. They talking about the boy Fat Pat now, man. Say, that's how, say, man, you would have no Don Key without screwing Fat Pat, bro. One of the biggest freestyles they had, and which niggas was using in the game from 2000 to 2011 was the Pimpin' the Pen freestyle and the Peeping in My Window freestyle. Gots to be a G to the day that I die. That's one of the biggest that people had used in that time, and that came from Fat Pat and Key, man. And God damn it, man, he just shouldn't be gone, bro. He shouldn't be gone. Niggas with so much hatred. They just pull up and smoke my man at his T. Jones house. I think it was Thanksgiving or something like that when that happened, bro. I mean,
yeah, man. I don't know if you breaking up, but that's me.
Each other. Huh? No, Power Wall sounded like a nigga, man. Nighthawk, Power Wall sounded like a brother, Nighthawk. That's Square Benny. Especially back in the gap, man. Yeah, Beltway 8. That's some more gentlemen that eat. Hey, listen. Hey, Chief. I don't know, baby. It look like I ain't the only one that's partial to Texas, man. I don't know. it look like I ain't the only one, man. Check the chat out. I don't know. I ain't the only one, man. Man, goddamn, boy. But you definitely right though, Chief. That Dr. Dre one will go hard if Juicy J and him did that. That would definitely be a good fight. That'd be a good one. Oh, Chief got bumped. Say, boy, StreamYard sure do be hating, boy. Yeah, Gangsta Nip was raw, very raw. Northside 10, 11, Northside 4, Northside 7. No, hey, yo, those are the ones that jam. Those are the ones that jam. Yes, Power Wall and Comedian Nerd Love with My Money is one that changed the game. All the big rappers heard that, bro. All the big industry rappers heard that, and they fell in love with them two gentlemen. That's why they shook up a whole industry, bro. Big Chief, you back?
Oh yeah, we never forget about Scarface.
I'm sorry. I was saying that you right though. You definitely right. That Dr. Dre and that would be a good fight. That Dr. Dre and Juicy J, that'll be a good fight.
Man. I don't know if that's you breaking up or me.
I don't know. Can you hear me, bro?
But I get you now. Hey, the links in the chat room. Shout out to Vulture, our Hyena Chief is in the building. Ocio, Nicholas Fontenot. He said Mr. 32. Shout out to Mr. 32.
Facts.
Jay
He's the
Lowry is
king,
in the
bro.
building. Ocio. Dawood Bay. Jay Prince, really cool like that.
Yeah.
I have never met him personally, but I definitely know people in common.
Jay Prince is a big donator. He's a big influence in the South, whether he do it for self-gratification, Chief, or whether he do it to really make a change. He does make changes. That boy donate the legal matters for the people. He not just his people, but the people. Put up houses and all type of stuff, bro. That man all right, bro. He all right.
That's what's up. Shout out to Haru Duke of the Great Lakes is in the building. Ocio. What else we got in here? I don't want to miss nobody. Seen somebody here earlier. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's crazy. Sure I got everybody.
Damn, Chief, you got me interested now. Now I want to see them boys battle. You got me interested
Eagle
now.
Hawk Condor. Peace. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be dope. Make sure I got everybody. Hey, man, shout out to loyaldetermined.com. Thank you for the super chat. We definitely appreciate you, brother. As usual. Make sure I got everybody. Yeah. That's what's up, y'all. You know, once again though, like I know some people say, well, why are you guys having a conversation about rappers? Well, guess what? When rappers are doing more than so-called politicians, then I think we should talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Fact. Real talk.
We got the guy nonetheless in the building. He said the OG, the DOC, is from Dallas, is one of the greatest. Facts.
Yeah.
Shout out to the DOC. But yeah, he's from D-Town.
DFW.
Absolutely.
Right out of Dallas.
DJ
Got a baby
Quick
with
versus
Erykah Badu. That nigga from Dallas.
But so I wanted to address the Jay Prince little thing with NBA YoungBoy. First off, they shouldn't be having conversations. Okay? All right. Just a little hint. If you're 50, you shouldn't be on social media with teenagers. Okay?
Right.
You shouldn't. This just shouldn't be happening. And you should definitely not be having social media wars with this guy or whatever. So that should have never happened. So yeah, that would be my advice. You know what I'm saying? However, NBA, bro. Like, don't be dumb. Like, y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, don't put unnecessary drama in your life that you don't need. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. And you from Texas, I want you to kind of speak on. You're not from Houston, but you know the shadow that the brother Jay Prince wields. My sons would have handled that. I don't handle children that old enough to be his grandchildren. NBA YoungBoy could be his grandchild.
Yeah, okay? They're like 19.
That's his grandchild. That's not his child's age. That's his grandchildren's age. Okay. Are y'all following me? Are we understanding? So having these recovering anything, whatever, I'm not attaching myself to any of that. Right? Everybody know you're a boss. You get stuff, you get changed from niggas in New York for niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though it was your artist, right? Niggas hold that type of power. Okay? So the flip side of that, NBA, like, why you embarrassing me? It makes me look like I'm weak. Makes me look like I gotta tap in with you. So then he's gonna take it because he's ignorant. He's not gonna be offline with it. He's gonna take it online. Once again, we don't have to always take our grievances online. Okay?
Yeah.
It's family business. This is how they use us against us and keep us going against us. Okay? There has to be a code of conduct. Okay, I think that's another thing. They're talking about get on code. Really? So is Tariq gonna be the one that tells us what the code's gonna be? See what I'm saying? So we gotta understand what's the code. Like whatever gives us power. If you're saying white supremacy, for instance, then that's off code. If you think it's on code, then it's off code. Going back to these conversations about people who have platforms, the information and how they disseminate information, they come from a position of weakness all the time. That lets me know off top, right? And these guys are millionaires, some of them, and they still act like bitches. You mean to tell me a millionaire is afraid of the police? It doesn't register to me. You understand what I'm saying? Like we think so slow, we think so weak that niggas with millions of dollars with resources still act like they have to ask questions or they have to get permission or they can't even tweet nothing or they'll get in trouble. LeBron James has, what you think he about? He a Billy? Is he there yet? LeBron James recited lyrics from a song from 21 Savage that was put out by the Jews. He just said he just getting Jewish money. That's all he said in the song. 21 Savage didn't have to apologize. LeBron James did because he's so influential that they were like, yo, but I'm wondering, like, once again, what is he apologizing for?
Right.
By telling the truth? Like, y'all see what I'm saying? So once again, it goes back to Griff getting put out of Public Enemy. Dr. Khaled Abdul-Muhammad, who used the same book, had the same information. They got Professor Griff kicked out of Public Enemy. It got Dr. Khaled Abdul-Muhammad, rest in paradise, kicked out of the Nation of Islam. You understand? The same information. It wasn't a lie, didn't say anything wrong, wasn't even pushing hate, just pushing the truth. When you push the truth, sometimes you're not going to have a platform. Certain things are not going to happen. So it's kind of interesting how Nick Cannon massively weaves through that minefield. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he cut Professor Griff off a lot. I like to point that out too. I don't know if he was by design. He was trying to stop him from saying certain stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Just you gotta watch everything, y'all, when you're watching this, right? So,
because that's scary. That's scary.
Yeah.
You supposed to be standing against the machine, and yet you cut a nigga off so the machine wouldn't find you, bro. I mean, that's just the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, nigga, I thought you was solid. I always know when you playing, whenever you want to get in these shoes where you the revolutionary, your death already has a date on it, bro. So make sure that's what you want before you get out there, because even with cutting that nigga off, now look at Chuck D. Yeah, you want a hip-hop legends, but ain't no more Public Enemy, my dude.
That's right. Shout out to Gangsta Boo.
They killed the dream. Oh, yeah, Gangsta. Wow, man. Shit, man. Look at her, man. Let's be real. A lot of these gangster rap females would not be around if it wasn't for Shawty. Her, the boss, man, I can name probably 4 women who put gangster rap for women on the map. You know what I'm saying? Her and Boss was the most two who were the two who did it the most. You know what I'm saying? And people don't even know about Boss now. That name got wiped from the books. So I'm like, y'all crazy. Y'all better go back to 90, 92, 93, 94 and do your research, man.
Man, yeah, bro. Shit's crazy. But it's an interesting, let's say, 8 Ball versus Black Thought. You know, Black Thought
Two different types of music.
well, once again, you know, people got different. You know, it's how you look at it, right? Because it's always interesting to me when they say who's the best MCs. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like the guys that are the talking heads for hip hop, right? You know,
Right.
they always, you know, it's always like when we talking about the new guys right now, right? You know, they
Yeah.
always mention Kendrick Lamar, right? I'm gonna be honest. I'm
Right.
not a big K Dot fan. I'm not a big Kendrick Lamar fan.
Oh no! Don't say that.
I gotta keep it real. I like swimming pools. You know, I like a few joints or whatever. But when I hear him, I don't necessarily fuck with his voice like that. I don't fuck with his bars like that because he's not rapping about some shit. I'm not hearing it. What everybody else is hearing. Oh, he's such a technical rapper. Like all the other rappers be sucking his butt. You know what I'm saying? Like just kissing his ass all the time. And I'm like, yo, what are y'all saying? I'm not saying, right? I'm just keeping it real. That's just me.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm missing something. Now I'm gonna have to go back and try to see what I'm missing. But I'm pretty. I guess who you like is in the beholder of you. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't tell nobody else who they like. You know what I'm saying? Like I say I like
Right.
8-Ball. People are like, oh man, you tripping. You can't tell me who I like, but like you can't tell somebody they like Snoop. People on the West Coast think Snoop is the best ever. Period. He's the GOAT.
And that's wild too. Even though Snoop is great, but come on now. That's what I would tell everybody. Come on now.
Hey, look, think about it. Like, who could you put up against Snoop Dogg?
DJ Quick.
Nah, this two they ain't on the same level. Nah.
Man.
It ain't nobody for Snoop. The only person that you forget maybe is Jay-Z. Nah,
not even Ice Cube.
No, Cube to me is the GOAT. Sorry, he wanted he like it's like Cube is it was a show head and shoulders above Tupac when Tupac was living. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like Scarface, Ice Cube, these are like you know how like when they talk about basketball, how you could put LeBron in any era.
Yeah.
You put Ice Cube in any motherfucking era, he's dominating. His voice, his pen game is stupid. Like come on, like he's just a monster. Right now, he's a monster. Right, you know what I'm saying? So, like like LL Cool J was good for he was a GOAT in his era, right? But you can't take LL in this era right here. He's gonna get random circles around it. Like Cube pen game is stupid from GOAT. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. Young nigga got it bad because I'm brown. We're done. That's a line forever. Like there's no other line. Hey, you feel me? Like, come on. So my point is, all right. That's how I would gauge it. Scarface, for instance.
That's all I'm saying, man. I can think of a couple niggas that'll put Snoop on his Johnson, bro. That's all I'm saying. Put Snoop right on his Johnson, man. You know what I mean? And that's just the cold hard fact.
Yo, you know who else? E40. Now I think E40. Hey, no. Oh shit. Yeah. So you see what I'm saying? Like I could see E40 versus Snoop Dogg. They going back and forth, right? Shout out to Too Short. That would be a good battle right there. Them niggas would go back and forth right there because there's so many hits.
Slanguistics against crip walking. Goodness.
Ooh,
goodness.
That would be a dope versus E40 versus Snoop. Snoop Lion. Oh my God. Yeah, that'd be dope. And then look, even they collabs or the different collabs they was on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just think about the longevity of these guys, still relevant today. Come on, like, and And E40 a shit on 99.9% of rappers.
Man.
Period. Just in any era though. Once again, he was rapping like, come on, like this is what I'm trying to talk about. This is what I'm saying. Like you put E40 in any era, he gonna shine, bro. So
He gonna
that
eat.
when we're
He gonna
talking,
eat grease.
yeah, and he bringing something that nobody was bringing, a whole style that nobody was bringing. So you know, as far as the Bay, he been putting on for the Bay for years, y'all. So shout out to E40, man. It's a fucking living
Let's
legend.
let's
Like I
let's
said,
let's give
Scarface.
credence to what you're saying. Let's give more
Okay.
credence to what you're saying. Uh, Kendrick Lamar did a song called "Goddamn Me." Damn, I can't think of the name of the song. But who he go get though? He went and got
Oh yeah,
E40 and
you gotta
his
go get the big
son.
homie.
Man, he went and got E40 on that bitch, man. And 40 came on and killed it, bro. He
Man,
came
listen,
on there and killed it.
the
That's
man is
speaking
still
truth to
making hits
power,
right
what you
now, bro.
said.
That's facts. The band is still making hits right now today. Still making hits right now today.
That nigga.
So yeah, so you know when you got a guy that you can put him in any decade of hip hop and he's gonna be a, a monster in that. That's how I gauge it. So you know when you get like some of these guys that's hot right now.
Matter of fact, the name of the song is Catch a Fade.
Catch a fade. I'm gonna check that out.
Catch a Fade. And you need to hear that, bro. And you'll be like, damn, 40 still squashing shit.
Cause I'm sure he got Kendrick on there. See, cause he ain't gonna go on the record not trying to kill the person on the record. See, is there any hint to any of you rappers out there, right? Y'all gotta stop being so friendly when y'all doing records with each other. Not that you're battling,
Right.
but anytime that you're in a cipher with artists and you're ciphering, you're battling. You want to be the best. You want to bring the best bars. You want to be the best thing. So when you're on a record, you're on this record to, especially if you're collabing with somebody, you're on this record to kill the next person on the record. You want them dead. You know what I'm saying? Your bars gotta be so lethal that everybody that's listening to it, even them, like, oh shit, you killed me on this, right? So guys be too. I'm here to kill you in a friendly means, right? I'm here to kill you. So that's how you have to be. And also, don't go to the studio trying to memorize your song. You go to the studio to perform your song. I want to hear a performance from you. I don't want to hear punch ins. I can hear that. I know when you punch because my ears work like that. I'm a producer, so my ears work like that, right? So, right. So when you punching in and energy's not there, you know what I'm saying? Or this part of the song has so much energy, this part doesn't. So it all works for a reason this way. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to go a certain type of way. So people want to, make shortcuts and stuff like that. Yeah, you're just gonna be doing a hobby for the rest of your life, run up your mama gas bill, electric bill and shit, whatever you got going on. You're never gonna do anything because you're doing it as a hobby and it's not business. It should be called business music, not the music business. Business first, right?
Right.
And I don't think people understand that part. And the guys that make it are handling their business first. Okay. The music is easy. The majority of the reason why you don't hear music is because it's not, the business hasn't been handled. So people are working as amateurs. You're an amateur. You're not serious about your music. Okay. You're not serious about this craft, this art form. It's a hobby. So you have to put the financing behind it. You have to put in. A lot of times it doesn't take a lot. You could do it from a job and then take it to the next level. But people will prefer to invest in other things. They don't want to invest in themselves. They feel like a record label should be able to come and invest in them. Listen, why would anybody invest in you and you don't invest in yourself? They turn around and say, well, how about you have invested in this? Well, I invested $30,000, $40,000 in this. And like, damn, that's pretty impressive. And you did this by yourself? Yeah. I got my own studio. I'm doing this. We own this. So when you own stuff, it's you have more power. Okay. You have a catalog. You have things that you could take. This business, Leo Cohen doesn't like the Migos. He don't give a fuck about the Migos and what they rapping about. He could care less. He never cared about Run DMC. But he's still eating off that money from the 80s. You heard?
Right.
So, and he can always find some niggas to run the shit. He ain't got to do nothing but bankroll the shit and make millions of fucking dollars off our talent.
You know what, Chief?
I mean, yo,
Jack,
these niggas is slick, yo.
hey, look, because you right about that, because I used to be in the studio and producers love me because they do it and they're punching out and shit, and I'm already to knock my shit out quick 2-3 minutes. I done ran through my shit. I'm about to do my stat, do my ad-libs, and get the fuck out the booth.
Uh-huh.
And these niggas over here doing 30 goddamn punch-ins. I'm not finna be here all night. That shit used to kill me, bro. I was like, why you gotta punch in? You don't know your verse? You don't know the way you want to deliver it, nigga? It's the same beat, bro. Is you nervous because we here? Because we can step out real quick while you do your shit. I never understood that shit. But, you know, that ain't my business. You know what I'm saying? Because if you say anything to them, it sounds like you hating on the next man and how they do shit. Well, bro, you got to practice your focus, bro. You got to practice paying attention to the beat, change up and everything. A lot of these cats don't get that. But E40, though, that's the, hey, to me, on the West Coast, that's the king of the one take right there. That's the king of the one take.
Yeah, I'm here, Bubba.
Oh, no, you good. I was just saying, you know, that nigga E40, he the king of the one take, bro. And for the West Coast, he the king of the one take. Run
Absolutely.
right through that bitch and murder it. Run through it and
Absolutely.
murder it. that man, that was killing him, bro. That Sprinkle Me was one of the dopest tracks that still get quoted to this day.
That's what I'm saying, man. E40 and
That nigga
Snoop
say,
would
I'll
be
be
a
more
dope one.
different than hippopotamus. Get in your head like neurologist. Say, look, man, I don't know. Niggas didn't even know what that was back then, bro. Niggas would looking up the word, bro. They would looking up the word, bro.
Man.
That nigga say the group that I'm with, the click, shit, this shot legit. Say, look, bro, let that man run on that beat, man. That man got this. That man eating greedy out here, man. Facts. Boy. You know, shit, man. To be quite honest, and I know this ain't directly on point, but I think we got to stop giving away jewels that are ours, meaning the rap game's supposed to be ours, period. We don't need no guests. This our house for us to kick it and do what we do. You really shouldn't be sharing with niggas. And I know niggas will say Beastie Boys and all that was around back then, but yo, this shit came from us, bro. From us. And this shit's supposed to still be ours.
I think what they did, and I'm saying they, by separating the genres, that's how they're controlling it. It's all American music. So it's all our music.
Hip hop shit is a government implant, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That shit a government implant, bro.
You know what? I don't know if it's a government implant. I think hip hop is an organic thing, right? Just like anything else, they can infiltrate anything. You understand what I'm saying? Like, especially if you see something that's is influential to the people, why not come in it? And then once they came in it and found, you know, how influential it is, not only to us but to the world, well, why not control it? Why not?
Well,
not
bro, because they can't get in unless we christen them, bro.
Bro, who the hell? Like, bro, think about this, bro. You remember we talk about Dr. Dre, right? Dr. Dre put out One Less Bitch You Got to Worry About to kill a hooker. Like, So when we start talking about certain songs, what was the redeemable quality about One Less Bitch? See what I'm saying? So the mindsets. So once again, is he the greatest producer of all time? We gotta answer the questions. What makes him the greatest producer of all time? See what I'm saying? So once again, what makes this artist the greatest artist of all time? What lyrics? What did he bring to the culture? See, right now, NBA YoungBoy is the greatest rapper to these youngsters.
And that's crazy.
Fuck what he talking about. Fuck what he talking about, right? You know what I'm saying? And we sitting there talking about Black Thought. Why are we talking about Black Thought? Can't nobody even name a fucking solo Black Thought song right now. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm saying? He's the greatest, one of the greatest artists of
solo songs. He the only rapper
any generation. Yeah, like, that's my point though, right? So, see, they push degeneracy. Okay, they push this certain thing. They're not gonna push that. They're not gonna push those type of artists. You understand what I'm saying? Shit, I don't even see him pushing Kendrick Lamar like that. Let's be clear.
Yeah. But
J. Cole, he's a high selling artist, huh?
You know what makes K Dot a great rapper, bro? Now,
man, I gotta get into it. Yeah,
you talking to a fan right now. You talking to a fan right now. So this is why I can say this, bro. When I listen to him, I hear them old motherfucking what's my name? I hear them old KRS-One and old Dayton Family and old motherfucking shit like that, bro. Like that song Triple X. Man, that sound like some shit. It sound like a mixture of Dayton Family and fucking KRS-One, bro.
Dayton Family.
I hear shit like that. Yeah, and you gotta hear Triple X, bro, because it'll fuck you up.
I ain't heard it yet. See, that's what I'm saying. I gotta. You know what? I'm gonna take my time out and listen to some K Dot.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do that. So I want it because the album?
Get the damn album, unmastered, unmastered, unreleased. Get that one. Get motherfucking Good Kid, Mad City, bro.
I heard that one. I wasn't.
Yeah. And that nigga there got some of that. That nigga there got so many different flavors, bro. And it's his lane, and he in it, bro. And that nigga ain't out here shitting up. Like,
man, I like Schoolboy better.
Really made people. Control is what turned people on.
I like Schoolboy better.
Schoolboy, I'm just
saying, just as an artist. I'm just saying, as a lyricist, as an artist. That's just me. Like, I'm not seeing what everybody else is seeing. Now, I ain't heard everything, but I'm not sonically hearing it. Like, sometimes, bro, I feel like niggas get caught up in hype. Like, hey, Ab, I didn't see what the bill that you did, but you did crowd manipulation. I believe in niggas bowing down to crowd manipulation. You say it long enough, niggas will believe it. And no matter what you do, they're gonna still be like, oh, they's the best. Oh my God. And I'm listening to shit like, nigga, what makes the best artist to me is you make the best songs.
Yeah.
You rapping ass niggas.
Can you deliver to me the same emotion every time?
Nah, but I'm just saying though, like niggas can watch a movie and then write a song, right? And rap about all the little intricacies or whatever, and you could have all these weird ass beats. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Alchemist, man. Shout out to Madlib. Shout out to niggas that make real hip hop. I got air quotes over here. You know what I'm saying? Real hip hop, right?
Yeah.
What's that? Nigga, make songs. Make shit that make niggas get up and feel something, right? Now, if your lyrics make me feel something, shout out to Griselda. You know what I'm saying? If your lyrics make me feel something, I'm with that. Like,
I guess I'm a traitor now to niggas because I love Griselda, bro. I don't know what the fuck.
Them niggas hard, bro. Niggas, all of them is hard. All three of them.
Dope. Them niggas is dope. And they get hated on so much, bro, but you can't help but jam they shit. I don't give a fuck who you are, Dr. Birds, motherfucking R.I.P. Bobby, nigga, all that shit jam, bro. Hitler One Hermes by my nigga Westside Gun, cuz I'm a Conway fan. What turned me on to Conway, a nigga had told me that, hey, it's this nigga out of New York and he got shot just like you did. Cuz be wrecking. And I'm like, what? Nigga start talking about how he got shot in the head and all that shit. And nigga start running through them tracks, bro. The boy dope. But what really killed it was when I watched them freestyle on Funk Master Flex, bro. Good God of Google. Him and
Yeah, I ain't seen that yet, man. I'm gonna check that out.
Oh my God. You'll see Conway and Benny the Butcher on there, bro. I'm talking about these niggas went through two different songs, two different beats, and ate everything, bro. Funkmaster Flex is a motherfucking hater, and that's to the day I'm dead. He hate on his own coast. Like, nigga, you got Busta Rhymes, you got Wu-Tang Clan, Jay-Z, all these niggas done co-sign these niggas, and you talking about they whack. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. These niggas brought the East Coast back, and they ain't even from New York City. These niggas from Buffalo. And got NYC niggas scared. Standing on their shit, trying to make shit to beat them now. Man, them niggas the guards right now, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Them boys out there eating fire, bro. It's just hard to it's hard to look at where the game is now. You know, when they came in and changed up the record deals and all that shit, bro, they killed the rap industry for a little while. They destroyed it for a little while, man. And that's sad. These niggas went from getting money to not getting much money, so they were just putting out crap ass music, and it was just a handful of dudes who were still delivering quality. Now that these dudes done found how to get around these 360 deals and these caption deals, now you got more cats back out here eating. And it's just time to make a comeback. Yeah, I think Funk Flex is paid to hate certain artists, Black Wolf. Yo, you still there, Chief? Hey, Silk can't be counted as one of the greatest rappers. He the reason why we dealing with a nigga like Blueface, and Blueface is garbage. That nigga Basura, bro. What? He's the new generation Silk the Shocker. Silk the Shocker had one jamming album, and that was Charged to the Game. I remember you used to have to trust the CD case. Bro say Silk was out there getting it in. I ain't saying Silk was horrible. It was just, man, some of that shit was ass, man. It was straight ass. Yeah, Benny the Butcher is the truth. Westside Gun, Conway the Machine, they the truth, bro. They say Chief went to grab a sandwich. Yeah, Griselda family is the truth, man. I'm sorry. That freestyle sold me, and the rest of the music hold me. I just started buying mixtapes, man. Man, I support them cats. I'll put that dollar in their pocket, just like I do Kendrick and a couple more rappers. I'm going to buy their shit. I'm going to buy it. I'm putting my money on the table for the niggas, man. They killing Silk the Shocker, man. That's cold. South Circle was hard. Mr. Mike was hard. Facts. And he said he was trying to mimic Mystical with the flow. Mystical was hard when he was on Big Truck Records. Why? Goddamn, y'all ain't ready. That mixtape. I skipped school to get that mixtape. Come to find, my sister had got that for me for Christmas, nigga. So I had 2 copies. Ah, man, hey, I had to have it. Mac was dope. Crucial Conflict was dope. Facts. Them niggas had 2 CDs, but both of them went hard. Boot Camp Click was dope. I mean, I don't know how big y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how many of you gentlemen out there are big on sentiment, but that Christmas, when No Limit dropped that No Limit Soldiers mixtape 2, and Mystical was on No Limit Soldier Part 2, that made the whole song worth listening to all the way to the end. And the emotion from that nigga there running through that last joint, that nigga say left, right, motherfucker been tight, running through the windpipe, from the windpipe, pull a boom, pistol blade, motherfucking fist fight, had him in the tent with a motherfucking gym light. Listen, Mystical made that whole song, bro. I'm sorry. And I'm a big fan of C Murder and many more, but Mystical made that song. And that's just one of them songs you never forget where you were when you heard it. You never forget where you were. Never forget where you were.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to Master P, man. You know, once again, man, it's a book out. I did a whole build on it called The Secret Relationship. No, not The Secret Relationship. It's called The FBI's Secret War on Tupac Shakur and Other Black Leaders. Okay?
Man.
It's off the chain. And what happens is, what it is a guy, I think his name is Peter Potash, right? He put together this book, but he used the Freedom of Information Act, like after so long, they gave out information on Tupac, right? And other so-called black leaders, air quotes over black leaders, right? But one thing that stood out to me is that they named all of these so-called black leaders, right? I mean, everybody that you could think of, they named them. And there was like only one so-called leader, entertainer that the FBI said that didn't have a Jewish handler. And his name is Percy Miller, aka Master P. I just wanted to point that out, that he's the only one that they said is independent. So when he's talking independent, people say, well, why is he don't have this? Why is he doing his shoes with the same company that we're doing our shoes with, right? It's because of how they play the game.
Right.
If you're not with them, you're against them. And everybody around the world that's working with them is not going to work with you. Period. Mm-hmm. They're not going to fuck with you. Because they all work together. They have it's monopoly. Like they have a monopoly. So why would we let anybody else come in and get anything in on this monopoly? They got the banks. They got it. So why would they let anybody else come in and still take anything from them? That doesn't make any sense.
It's a war. Hold your heel.
If me and you own the block, we ain't let nobody come get nothing. We trying to take over more blocks.
Nothing.
Fuck.
Nothing.
You think we're not let nobody come on this block?
Hey, ain't gonna kill or keep it. That's the name of the game. Ain't gonna kill or keep it. And that's exactly what they do. They'll murk your ass to keep. First off, Tupac's stepdaddy was Mutulu Shakur. Let's just go there first. Hey man, anything that sound like black supremacy, they chopping it from the legs, bro. And I do mean anything that sound like it's of a supreme black nature, they gonna chop that shit from the legs. They ain't fucking with you.
That's crazy.
That's some deep shit. Chief, man,
Deep.
it's a nigga. He had one big hit, bro, that killed the radio stations everywhere. And I think you know the nigga name. But I'm gonna try it with you. The nigga had a song called "It's Time to Go to Trial."
It's time to go to
What was
trial.
that name? It's time to go to trial. It's time to go to trial. Man, say, bro, I know his name wasn't Big Boss, and I know it ain't Mr. Mike, but it was somebody, bro. And Cuz was eating on that joint. That's from like 95, 96, something like that.
Creek said psychodrama.
Psychodrama used to eat back in the gap.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I can't think of that brother's name.
I can't think.
Mr. Big, that's his name, Mr. Big. Man, goodness. That was the track right there, boy. Mr.
Yeah,
Big.
I'm not hip. Real Mr. Big. MT Soul with the trivia. Wisdom Seeker University.
Man. That's their one song.
That's what's up. Shit, man.
We can all
I mean,
name some cats who got one hit wonder tracks.
Peace to God, man.
That nigga song with 36 Mafia? Wow.
Black Wolf. OCO. What it do?
Chilling. What's up with you fellas, man?
I mean, it's some cats I can name they tracks, bro, and people wouldn't even remember the name of the group. I come on this broadcast. Boy, you gotta kill a chat room, Chief. You gotta kill a chat room. Man, look. It was
I was talking about Master P. Yeah, I was talking about Master P earlier. Chief, you said he was the only artist that didn't have a Jewish handler. Why did you think that? Like, because I always wondered how, you know what I'm saying, he got by like he did, you know what I'm saying, and nothing never happened to him. You know, like Suge and Jay Prince and you know, Earl Gotti and all of these big companies that failed, you know what I'm saying? Why did he still stay afloat?
I mean,
the fact that they didn't include him in on that is suspect to me. How you gonna overlook No Limit? Right? There's none of them without Master P. Master P showed in the blueprint, which he got it from the Bay, and a lot of game from Houston. But we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna like the independent game is. I don't know. I can't even say where it started at because that would be dumb. But Houston and the Bay got that on lock. Okay, let's don't when it comes to hip hop.
Right.
Okay. Like there's no question we're not gonna even go back and forth. That's not even up for debate. Especially having those two big states, you know what I'm saying? So niggas don't have to leave out of Texas to do gold. So now I don't know. I don't know. Most people haven't even heard of Zero. Zero don't even have to leave out of Texas to do platinum. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a legend in Texas. Zero, a perfect example. He could be in every nigga in Texas top 5. Period.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the majority of us, But he wouldn't be in my top 5. He'd be in my top 10, but not my top 5. Because his music be so goddamn depressing, bro. You need to fucking play that. You need to play that pack, my nigga. You need to smoke some weed, pop a Prozac, nigga, and sip some gin, man, and enjoy life, B. That life of Joseph McVeigh, god damn it. Every time I turn around, bro, I was like, shit, man.
That nigga depressed like a motherfucker.
I mean, his music don't do that now, but good goddamn, boy, back then, man. even with Gorilla Mob, now he wasn't doing that when he was on that shit. He was coming with some just straight gangster shit, but on his solo shit, oh man, how you make a CD called Rother Vandross and it's depressing, bro? Stop. Just give it all up, bro.
Yeah.
Throw it all away, bro.
Zero be having that pain.
He do,
Well,
bro.
you know.
And that ain't the shit on that nigga life, but bro, don't make me want to crash my car while I'm driving it and listening to you. Nigga make me want to run my shit into a school wall.
Yeah, man, that brother's dope. Definitely a legend. Super
Him and
legend.
Trey, bro, when they were together, that was
Shout out to
some
Trey
of the best music to come out of H-Town when him and Trey were together.
Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to Trey the Truth.
So.
Hey, yo, you know, so when we talk spitters, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they always overlook Big Crit.
Oh
right?
my God. Cadillac music. Goodness.
So, you know, they overlook Big Crit, you know, which is, you know, we understand, you know, coming out of Mississippi, coming out the mud, you know. We always gotta work a little harder, you know what I'm saying, Black Wolf? Gotta work a little harder. No. So when I speak on Tito Lopez, for instance, right? I'm just going off the bars. I'm just going off the body of work. I'm going off the music.
Yeah.
Like, go check out Tito Lopez, The Year of the Underdog. The cover, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you
Crit some shit that you can put on when you in the gym lifting weights, bro. Crit had you amped up like a motherfucker on the majority of his tracks.
Yeah, Crit up there. Don't get it twisted. He another depressed motherfucker though.
But you know what?
I think even when he moved to Atlanta though, he went too far into the Atlanta sound, the dungeon. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? He sounded like the Dungeon Family too much. That's me though. That's like, keep Mississippi sound. If that means if you gotta go back to Mississippi to do your music. Oh yeah.
Crit's Southern political, and that turns a lot of people off because you know the average motherfucker today don't want to hear nothing about politics, bro. They don't want to know how we interact with our surroundings and everything, how people come down.
I don't know what else you should be talking about. If you're an artist, you should definitely be on some politics, right? Like, what else you talking about?
Yeah. A lot of these guys ain't 80s babies, bro. They don't understand. 80s and 70s babies understand. A lot of these 90 niggas came in with the gangster rap music era. They don't really feel a lot of that shit, bro. They don't feel a connection to it. Whereas we had Fight the Power and BDP and all them niggas, bro, they gonna make sure they kept that type shit in your ear. Whereas these niggas grew up with niggas who was talking about goddamn me walking on the set and fucking gin juice and shit, bro. And they don't understand that other type shit, bro. That keep your mind focused on the real agenda at hand.
Well, you know, when gangster rap came in, you still had that good lyrical content, even though it was being negative, but you still had that good lyrical content coming from those cats, you know. But now you don't have content, and you don't have the lyricism there anymore. Like, I don't know what the hell these cats be talking about right now. Like, I can't listen to them.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Everything I listen to is old.
Even Master P had some politically strapped content. Like, I always feel somebody watching me. That nigga was talking about the government, nigga, and them trying to get that nigga money, man. That's real shit. Trying to take him out the game. P was trying to tell nigga shit long time ago, bro. Long time ago, P was trying to tell nigga shit, bro. It's just
that cat, he got somebody behind him that's real big, and whoever he is, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. It's got to be somebody that got some paper that's behind him. You feel me?
We gotta blame ourselves a little bit. We allow stupid to be cool. We shouldn't have put in a safety
I had to
on
punch that on right there, man. Shout out to Twista. You know, like here's the thing, right? When you have a whole section of the United States called the Midwest that rap like you, like everybody in the Midwest rap like you, from Eminem to Freddie Gibbs, everybody has Twista style in them from the Midwest. Be clear. You know, and I got to put Psychodrama in there because they all came up together. The Do or Die. So, but Twista, specifically Twista. Yo, I just remember, you know, working at the Adrenaline Rush project. You know, Creators Way. Shout out to Creators Way. You know what I'm saying? That's how far I go back, y'all. And taking that out to New York, and niggas in New York, like, man, what is this? They rapping too fast. And I'm like, well, what about Das Effects? What about fucking Busta Rhymes? What are you talking about?
They don't know.
See what I'm saying? So we had to, you know, niggas had to put in work. Niggas had to put in work, yo. You know what I'm saying? To get respect from New York, from different coasts. You know what I'm saying? But Twista had a whole style of rap. Everybody rapped like you. You know what I'm saying? And that's huge. So yeah, man, shout out to Twista, man. You got to put him up in that category as a GOAT. Boosie's definitely a GOAT. Niggas would never even heard of Baton Rouge. Stop it. Like he been a GOAT before even niggas even heard of him. Niggas were talking about little Boo. They couldn't even say y'all know how country niggas is out there. Boosie. Niggas got all type of they be butchered his name. But yeah. And then to be able to reinvent himself and like Boosie into everything from Noodles. Like he did a deal with is it Escobar's family? Pablo's family and certain things. Like he a hustler, man. So shout out to him, man. And you know, what you gonna do, man? You can't stop somebody like that, man. So, shout out to Boosie.
Shout out to Top Authority. Shout out to Top Authority out of the Midwest, Flint, Michigan.
Who's that? Who you say Top Authority? Stop playing, bro. You don't know nothing about Top Authority. You do not know nothing about Top Authority, nigga. I had that Caprice bumping me some Top Authority, them blades on. Y'all know nothing about that.
Those were my guys right there.
Wow.
Stop playing. Love them. You know, even that style, I wanted to kind of fuck with that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I got a song I'm working on. And I was like, yo, you know how Top Authority used to have that kind of like a, you know, almost like a chorus was they verses. You know what I'm saying? Shit's hard.
Yeah.
Shout out Top Authority. That shit's hard. Ghetto Mafia, MC Breed, rest in paradise to MC Breed.
Rest in paradise to the man.
Yo, no.
MC Breed put them niggas on the map, bro.
Yeah.
He put Ain't No Future in Your Front was dope. Then he got one.
Stand up.
I gotta get mine. You
gotta get mine. Gotta get yours. Yeah, he put two. He was on for Tupac. Like, we used to be like, yeah. I go back. Yeah. They be talking.
God damn, boy. I hate going down memory lane because I want to cry when I think about what the rap game is now. We really shitting on our ancestors, bro. We really shitting on them.
No doubt.
we done dropped the ball on this one. We supposed to be shooting high.
But I seen somebody put J. Cole in there. J. Cole's a lyricist, a great artist, great talent. Y'all haven't heard that Dreamville compilation mixtape. That's all I can say.
But look at his though.
Them fools is retarded.
The Hyena gang nigga, that nigga JID is dumb. That little dude right there, eat greedy in the motherfucker, man. Just
you talking about Dreamville? Who Dreamville?
JID.
Hey man. Hey,
yes, sir.
Hey. Them dudes right there, boy. They're a problem. Like his whole team is a problem. His whole team a problem.
I ain't heard a JID song I don't like yet, and I've been through 3 mixtapes, so I don't know.
Hey, them cats are a problem lyrically. Like they're a problem. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Like, yeah, because I'm like, well, damn, you know, I was just wondering how somebody could keep up with Jay. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Just whole different flavors, whole different Them niggas
That
cold.
nigga say,
I
just
don't even.
hold on real quick. We'll show
Sorry.
you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Them niggas is cold. But that's why I like exposing new artists, man. People that nobody never heard of before. I like working with people that's the
Right.
underdog from some spots like Lake Village, Arkansas. Shout out to A-State Band Runners. All those brothers are
Okay.
talented. You know what I'm saying? All them brothers are talented. You know what I'm saying? And maybe not get the look or the attention that they get because they coming out of Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? So
But eat
it's our
greedy.
duty. Yeah, you got to be greedy.
But look,
I'm greedy, y'all.
but look
I'm
though,
coming to eat.
look,
I'm coming to
another
eat. That's
person
all
we
I'm gonna
can
tell
speak
you.
on like that. Another person we
I'm
can
hungry
speak
like
on like
soup,
that.
nigga.
Big Mike. Big
Stop
Mike
it.
from the
Hoes
Ghetto
and
Boys. He from
changes,
Lake Charles,
swinging
Louisiana.
things.
Man,
Just another
they
young
did
nigga
not know that
rapping
nigga was
things.
from
Nigga, what?
Louisiana, bro. That man was from Lake Charles
Stop
and
it.
ate greedy.
Stop it. Stop it.
Man, say, man,
Hey.
he was a
Hey man,
problem, bro.
I
He
thought when they
was a
got rid of
problem.
Willie D as the Ghetto Boys, I thought it was over. Nah, Killer Mike came
Man,
on in. Big Mike, I'm sorry. Shout out to
came
Killer
right
Mike.
in and parked,
Shout out
bro.
to Killer Mike.
6 feet deep. He ate that motherfucker, bro.
I'm
6
so
feet
sorry.
deep. That
Yeah.
was the
He had to though.
introduction track.
You know, he had to. Like anybody come on there with Scarface. Come on. Bushwick. Rest
That's
Paradise Bushwick. Come on, man.
good. Googly, man.
You gotta
That
be
nigga
greedy. You
greedy.
gotta be hungry. There ain't no way you gonna come on there with Scarface and like Scarface? Willie D? You took over
Nah,
Willie
man,
D?
you can't do it.
Come on, man. Shout out to Willie D. Willie D live,
Big
man.
shout out.
Yeah, man, big homie.
His verse on My Mom Playing Tricks on Me. Come on, man.
Classic.
Come on, man.
Classic.
That nigga said, reached under my seat, grab a pumper for the suckers. Ain't no use to me lying. I was scared of them motherfucker. Say, that verse was sick as hell, bro.
Yeah.
They don't make songs
So,
like
man,
that.
I want to bring that back, man. I want to bring that feeling back. You know, I want you niggas to be like, man, where were they at when they heard Cowboys and Indians? You know what I'm saying? Like, where you was at?
Right.
Like you get this feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you know, like, before shows, like, that whole day, it's just, like, energy, like, electricity in the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything just lit. Feel like a holiday. You know what I mean? And that's what makes hip-hop. That's what makes this shit.
Makes it all worthwhile,
That's
bro.
what makes it worth it. Yeah, everything.
That make our culture worthwhile.
That feeling.
Like, you'll never forget. These individuals we name, you'll never forget them. You'll never, ever forget them. Goodness, man. Oh, boy. I done had flashbacks messing with y'all, man.
Hey, yeah, we probably play a My OG song tonight when we get up out of here. Hey, be on the lookout for that. His project, his EP, we got to drop his EP too. No rap money. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to get some rap money though. So shout out to Purple Panthers. That's red and blue mix. Make purple. Salute.
Man, they can't be bringing up the Goody Mob. I tell y'all about them guys, man. God damn. You talk about
Blue,
Goody Mob.
what it do?
Man.
You hear me? Let me fix the mic.
Yeah, man. Much respect to the chat, man. There must be some. Them gentlemen in the chat gotta be 31 years older, man. They gotta be 31 years older in the chat, bro. They come with these names, man. They gotta be.
He got the Dayton family in there.
Yeah, this the adult chat section today. They don't know nothing about Devin the dude. I don't even want to talk to them about Devin, man. Boy. So, that is
probably one of the most underrated rappers of all time.
That is my favorite.
Yeah, he probably one of the most underrated.
My top 5. That's my number 1. That's my number
out of all
one.
time. Absolutely. Facts.
Because he did it and he didn't have no major deal. He ran with Rap a Lot on an independent contract schedule, then went back to himself. He put himself on, then he put the Coffee Brothers on with him. Then Devin sold more mixtapes and albums than many independent niggas I know, for the exception of Master P and a few more, bro. And I'm talking about I've been jamming Devin since '94, bro. When I was 10 years old, I got turned on to Devin the Dude, bro. You hear me?
Man, Devin.
So, and I'm
Devin's
35.
dope.
I'm 35. That's 25 years in the game for the man I can account for. And he ain't came out with a boo-boo CD yet. So.
Facts.
He wrote a song called Do What You Wanna Do and ran through the game, bro. Everybody everywhere knows that song. That's how you know you great. When everybody everywhere know that song, bro, you're great.
Yeah, Ebony, you gotta check him out. He got some dope shit. Lyrically, you know what I'm saying, the way he puts his stuff together. Yeah, Devin's different. He's definitely slept on. Check him out.
Yeah. And he was, besides second to Houdini, he brought rapping and singing together in one pack. He got it on he do it for himself. He sang the song and he rapped the song. Come on, man. That nigga put that style down long before a lot of individuals did. Cause you know the Houdini niggas, they used to sing on that shit too. The one that wore the suit all the time, cuz was the singer too. This nigga Devin is the same nigga. Devin is the same type of brother. And I gotta give it to him. Devin Copeland is raw, bro. And he's another person who need an unsung, bro. He need his own unsung episode.
Look at Rick Ross up there. Rick Ross don't know nothing about motherfucking. Rick Ross don't know about. This is a trivia question. What label was Trick Daddy on back in the days? Before Slip and Slide.
Damn.
I know y'all remember the movies. I remember when Trina was a dancer and everything. Y'all don't remember none of this, huh? Trick Daddy was bald-headed, skinny.
I don't know, huh? He was with Luke. He was with Luke for a while.
Hold on, let me see. Somebody got it up here. Rick Ross should know this one. It's not Luke Records. It's not Slip and Slide. 2 Live Crew. Nope. Aboriginal Think Tank is in the building. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a hint, right? They used to make movies. This company used to make movies, right? And they literally put on the cover of the movie thing was Kia Dope. Out of Miami. Anybody tuned into Miami, y'all should know this.
Why am I thinking about Xenon? I'm tripping. Anyway. Man, you beat me on that one, bro.
Spice One. Shout out to Spice One. Shout out to JT Money.
Boys and Clan. He put Soleil on.
Oh, now speaking of that, see, went back to the original, conversation of this thing. Now you already told us how you feel about Professor Griff. Well, Professor Griff just got married to Soleil not too long ago. So shout out to Soleil.
Yeah, they married like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, shout her out in this build with Nick. But once again, though, that build, like I said, all these things are important because once again, all blades of grass don't grow the same. And I see these guys growing. So for me, they're gonna. The information is out there and it's overwhelming at this point. So we just got to keep pressing, keep going to where this is a mainstream thing, and it's just a matter of fact that we are the indigenous people of this land. Okay, like everybody's gonna know this. So it took a while to get to this position. We're gonna have to. It's gonna take a little bit doing to get out of. People are resistance. You know what I'm saying? Because they're attached to this fantasy African story. Okay.
We got to do
And
like
so,
they did and get some real rappers who like famous to motherfucking get behind this shit, bro. We gonna have to. We got to, because as long as they got rappers pushing that narrative, bro, these folks gonna run with it, bro. And that's what's ugly, man.
shout out to Digital Underground, DJ Magic Mike, definitely the bass. Shout out to Mont Taylor in the building. CEO, that Ebony Knowledge is in the building. Who else we got? But so yeah, man. All right, Black Wolf, you there? Way back in the back. There you go.
Yeah, can you hear
Hey,
me?
I wanted to ask your opinion about. I don't know if you had happened to check out the Professor Griff, the Nick Cannon interview.
Nah, I actually stopped following Professor Griff. It's been about 2 years now. I had the nigga number. Actually, me and him was conversing back and forth on the phone. You know what I'm saying? But I stopped fucking with Professor Griff because he deal with that African shit. You know what I'm saying? And I asked him. I think I asked him one time, did he know anything about American Indians? And he said he had no knowledge of it, but he said he would check it out. But no, I didn't check that interview out with him and Nick Cannon.
So you said you tuned out, you stopped following them as well?
Yeah, it kind of, see, when I started getting when I kind of started getting into our history as far as like the American side, like we are actually from America, you know, black people over here, we're actually from America. When I started getting into that, and see, he was talking about the African shit. He never spoke about us coming from America. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to listen to all different type of cats. You know, Dr. Phil Valentine, Bobby Hemmett. You know what I'm saying? But he just kind of turned me off. You know what I'm saying? Because he never spoke about the history over here. You know, so I just stopped following.
And besides, Nick Cannon and more, I hope you know, you fuck with Taj Tariq Baden, you should know.
Yeah, I used to listen to Taj Tariq Bay also, but I
You know
stopped
what I'm
following him
saying? You
also.
know. Yeah, Taj put that out there before. So he know. I hope Nick know. I hope Nick trying to build up to that point or something.
So Blue, shout out to Blue. Blue's over in the UK, right? Shout out to all our brothers and sisters over in the UK. Shout out to the Empress of Britain, Miss Lasanne Lawrence. She probably riding somewhere. Shout out to Empress Copper Fox. But Alex Jones, so if you go on Alex Jones, agent, well, last time I checked, they got rid of Alex Jones. Alex Jones made them a lot of money, and they still got rid of his everything on every Google thing that they got out there. They got rid of Alex Jones. So does that make him less of a whatever? But I can say they were pulling the coattail to the agenda. I say that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Jesse Ventura on there. I didn't see the one with Griff on there. I might have to go back and watch that. Like I said, the only thing that we need to be talking to anybody about is that we're home. That is a conversation that needs to be happening. You don't have knowledge of self if you think you come from Africa. You're still asleep. Okay?
Right.
You think you woke, but your ass is still asleep. And like I said, we've been saying this long enough. You're either dumb or you're an agent. And you're literally working against the people. You're working as controlled opposition or whatever. So it saddens me that people have this type of energy towards Griff, for instance, because he's been working, you know, for a long time for the people. And for people to have that you know what I mean? Now, you know, people say when people work in the army, and he's in the army, he was military police in the army. He said he even worked as, you know, as a jailer. You know, I don't know. You know, there's a lot going on there. So once again,
But Chief,
I think
it's like
we got to have this conversation.
It's just like I used to watch Continental TV, you know, before I started, you know, calling on to you guys. I used to be deep into Continental TV, you know, watching Brother Polite, you know, Minister Inky, Dr. Ali Muhammad. You know, I used to watch all of those guys, but see, I think Ali Muhammad was the only cat out of that crew that really ever talked about American history. You know, he was like the only one, and I was kind of drawn to him more than the rest of the cats. But it's the same thing with Professor Griff. You know, I'm not shitting on him, but you know what I'm saying? He never really spoke about Aboriginal history in America. You know, he never really did. I never saw any deals where he spoke about, you know, us coming from America. It was always us coming from Africa. You know what I'm saying? That's why I stopped following him.
Well, like I said, I think it's time for us to start pulling the coattails to our brothers and sisters. You know, at least giving them, you know, letting them know there's something else out there. You know what I'm saying? So, and you're never too old to learn. You're never too old to change the things that you're doing. Are any of our entertainers and athletes redeemable? I think so. You know what I'm saying? I really do, because they come from our communities, and you know, like I said, I just don't believe it. I think that's they use. You know, I heard Griff say, you know, when he was talking about Nick, he was telling that we are the Illuminati. You know, yeah, I've done that building. We are the Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? We are the illuminated ones. We have the light, the information. They took it and perverted it and oppressing us with our own sciences, our own information. You know what I'm saying? And changing the narratives of it. That's how that works. So that's what we're dealing with that. L Boogie's in the building says they are all either confused or agents. Yeah, that's facts. And that's okay. You know, we should be able to have a simple conversation, especially with brothers that kind of know something. Okay, well, who was here before Christopher Columbus? Who built this stuff out here? You know what I'm saying? So we're going to come back later, man. I'm going to do some stuff on LiDAR. Yeah, that's gonna be dope. Light detection and ranging. So, you know, we're talking about that, man. It's more they finding more and more stuff, you know what I'm saying, using LiDAR. You know what I'm saying? So we have to get to that science, get into that stuff, man. But for the most part, you know, once again, these people fund stuff. It's funded by the National Geographic. If I ask anybody that's woke, I ask you, is a Smithsonian for our people? Nope. Is it National Geographic for our people? Nope. What about science? What about nature? What about any of these societies, any university? Are these people for our people? Fuck no. So we have work to do. Okay. So when people say, "Oh, you're not getting anything done," fuck. Apparently, nobody's getting anything. So stop having complaints and start having more work. You know what I'm saying? That would be my take on that, yeah. Vice agent. It could be. Hey, Blue, thank you for the euros, brother. Definitely appreciate it.
Hey, Chief, even though if people think that the Aboriginal community is not doing work, as far as the puts on the ground, even with you speaking about it, putting it out there into existence, you know what I'm saying, is powerful. Because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people are waking up to this information. You have some still that are dumbed down, and you still have those that want to know, like myself. I haven't done a good study of our American history, you know what I'm saying, but I'm slowly, gradually getting into it, by listening to you guys. That's why I try to come in every time you guys have a live and sit back and listen to y'all, spit that ism, because that's what feeds my mind. That's what gives me, that spirit to carry on every day, because I know now, that all that African shit was some bullshit, from what I heard, you know what I'm saying, and from me listening to, all of you guys, for the last year or two. So with you even speaking it, talking about it, you know what I'm saying, that's powerful.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. So yeah, man. So what y'all got on deck for today? Like I said, I want to come back a little later, y'all. Want to get into some information, have a heavyweight build, man. Get into some information, maybe some new discoveries, stuff like that, or whatever. And then even the stuff that they're discovering, it's up to us to decipher through the bullshit. Because once again, all these different things are funded by people who fund certain narratives and fund certain things, and they will not fund digs past certain time periods. So they don't fund them. They just don't fund them. If you're gonna go down certain time periods, stuff like that, you will lose your funding. So once again, they fund the stuff. They're funding the narratives, and they push these narratives in the academia. So this is what we're fighting against. It's important for us to hit it at all angles, because it is illegal internationally and nationally for them, as well as locally, for them to miseducate us. Okay, it is illegal, but the miseducation creates the narrative, creates the space for the degeneracy and the shit that you see every day. You know what I'm saying? If really so-called Black Lives Matter, then when are you going to show it? When are you going to create policies and do certain things, create the atmosphere for that to happen? See what I'm saying? And it's not. Once again, they're playing a social political game for their game. And when it's over, they're going to walk off and be like, oh, thanks, we out. You know what I'm saying? See you next 4 years or 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing. We just getting used. So we got to stop being used and make them move around. You know what I'm saying? Mahi Corleone. If people ain't talking about America, Pana, as the creator of civilization, I am trying to hear it honestly. Okay. That's what's up. They don't know nothing about that though. They think they really think that the cradle of civilization is Africa. It started there, but then they don't make nothing there and they go everywhere else. Get the fuck out of here. Niggas just be making up shit as we go, but it make them feel good. See what I'm saying? So they do. I can't believe Nick said that Africa was named after Europeans, but Europe was named after Africans, huh? How does that work? But we
It
eat that
don't.
type of shit up though. We soak it up. And be like, oh, we love it. Rue said we lost our language and identity to their schools. That's facts. That is a fact. And then we took that dumbness back to our people. So this is the vicious cycle. Shit, man. Hey, Haru said slavery started when they took over the education. Damn. I mean, once they took over the education, I could teach you whatever the fuck I want to say. I could do whatever. You can write it into history. Just like it's like the daughters of the Confederacy. When we're talking about the children of the Confederacy, them rewriting history, whatever. Everybody else adopted those stories. They adopted shit. So yeah, man, do us a favor, man. Please bang that like button, man, and share this. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We definitely appreciate it. What else we got going on, y'all? Like I said, we're gonna come back with some information a little later, man. Anybody, y'all want to think any last words and y'all want to say before we get up out of here?
No, I'm good, Chief. I'm about to fall out. Peace to God, man.
Definitely, thank you, brother, for coming. And put the link in here one more time. Here's somebody will come on. Yeah, man. We definitely appreciate you guys. Yeah, but like I said, man, I'm glad, that they're having that conversation. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Nick Cannon, shout out to Spencer Griff. We gotta keep doing our job, y'all. To make people step up, man. That's about it. And if they really sincere, you know what I'm saying, we'll be in position. If they not, then I feel like we should be in position for that too. So yeah, man. Somebody get up out of here, fellas. They out of here. So yeah, I'm about to go ahead and shut it down, y'all. So everybody else wants to come in. So we'll see y'all a little later. Like I said, we're gonna have a heavyweight build, man. We'll come in with some information, y'all. Some new discoveries and things like that. Gonna be talking about LIDAR. We're talking about different monolith structures here in America. Might get into some archaeology, little craniology, little geology. So then we're gonna get into some of that stuff, y'all. Like I said, tie some of this stuff together because we talk a lot of history, but we're gonna talk science. Yeah. So peace and paradise to all American Aborigines. Your Sahab Supreme Chief Holiday is in the building. I'd like to thank the great people over there at 2 a.m. Come in, helping us out, executive producing today. Thank you guys. Definitely appreciate you. And peace and love to everybody that tuned in today. It's gonna be tuned in. This is, like I said, like, subscribe, share this. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you don't hit the like button, please like it. If you shared it, please share it. We're in the building. You're not. Like I said, see you guys a little later, man. We're gonna get into some information. But I had to come here and just kind of talk about that a little bit. Yeah, we up out of here, man. All right, you guys have a great afternoon. We got the immortal being Amarian. Osio, thank you for coming. Definitely appreciate you. Yeah, we out, y'all. Peace.